Live from Tampa, Florida, this is the ultimate RV Expo. What a beautiful, beautiful day. 77 degrees. I mean, it's gorgeous. And this is what ultimate RV Expos are all about. This is what getting out and enjoying the great outdoors is all about. I'm Sean Parr. This is Trish Sir, the amazing Tiffany Remington. So great to have you with us for day two.
We are so excited.
I know. I am really, really excited, not only because the sun is shining, the deals are shining. We have 37,000 plus units available right now, no waiting, 6 to 8 months. I mean, what can be better?
And we're starting right off with RVs that are towable by an SUV, which that's my kind of jam, honey. Something I don't have to buy a new vehicle for right away. Getting in something I feel like I can tow. Trip, even not just with the family. Maybe that's what you want to get into. You can have all the questions we're going to have today, and if you want to, you can give us a call. If not, just watch us and we'll make sure you got what's going on. 866-853-3510 to speak to any of our specialists. We're going to get you in an RV today.
Yes, and here's the cool part. We're going to see some first impressions, some RVs that you've never seen before. You're going to get some 2022s that you say, oh, I've got to have that particular style.
Yes.
And if you want to change something, if Ian or Chris or any of us are introducing a brand new one to you and you say, you know what, that's great, but I'd like a different cabinet feature, we can do that for you.
That's what's so amazing. At Camping World, all they want to do is get you in something that feels like home, because it's family here. Everybody at Camping World's family.
Exactly.
You're all family. We cannot wait to have you in our Camping World family.
I love it.
Now back to the towable with the SUVs. I think what's so awesome about it, again, family and connection, and I feel like it is a little bit more accessible. We were talking about that right before the show started. I personally love that I'd be able to just have my car seat and my car that I'm used to driving, and it just feels so much more
convenient, I think, because you park your towable vehicle, boom, you got your trailer there, unhitched, boom, you go to the grocery store, all the comforts of home, and that's what towing and getting out there with your trailer in a campground is all about. Taking your home with you on the road. It's safe, it's convenient, and what do you say we get started?
I can't wait. Ian, show us that first wolf pup you got, doll. Can't wait.
Sean, Trish, Tiff, thank you guys so very much, and you are all absolutely right. You hit the nail right on the head. We have a ton of inventory, over 40,000 units in stock, and a lot of people want to get out, go camping. I mean, heck, like Sean was saying, it is a gorgeous day today. You'll be able to get out there, and when you have SUVs that are towable by an RVs that are towable by an SUV. How's that? There we go. But when you have that RV, everything's already fully loaded. Like Tiff said, you have your car seats. You're comfortable driving it. You don't have to go out, and drop 50, 60,000 bucks on a truck if you don't want to. You can use your everyday driver and have a gorgeous RV behind you. And the first one we're going to cover is this beauty right here. This is the Wolf Pup 16 BHS BL. That last BL stands for Black Label. And the cool thing about Wolf Pup is they do a couple different designs, and Chris will show you one a little bit later, another Wolf Pup, but the Black Label that we have here takes it up another level. You get a whole bunch of added amenities and beauty when you go to that Black Label, one of them being the fiberglass exterior. So with the fiberglass, not only does it look nicer, but it's also going to be a lot easier to clean. One of the other added benefits you'll get on the exterior is frameless windows. You can see those right there. And I love frameless windows for a number of different reasons. One of them is the fact, again, it's just aesthetically more pleasing. It just looks really good. But another thing is the way it opens, because they kind of tilt open like this, you can have them open when it's raining and you still get some airflow inside, right? As long as it's not like a sideways rain where rain's driving into it, you'll be good to go. You can still get that airflow. I really love that. Plus, the seals tend to be kind of tucked behind the glass itself, so you get a little bit better protection against the elements. And speaking of glass, one of the things that, not just on the Black Label, but the Wolf Pup does really well is the door. I absolutely love this door. They're one of the few brands that do it. I've only really seen the Cherokee family of RVs use this glass door. It is tempered glass, it's gorgeous, it's all black. There's actually a window right here. That's one of the things I really like about it is you can't really notice during the day. It looks like one big black door, but you can see out, which is cool. You'll see it's kind of etched on the bottom as well, which I really like. Now we talk about towing this by an SUV, so we need to make sure that the weight is going to, or your tow vehicle is going to be able to accommodate the weight. This one drives right around 3,100 pounds. So what that means for you is in order to, put stuff in there and have everyone in the SUV, you do have to have an SUV that's capable of towing 5,000 pounds. But if you do, you'll be good to go in this Wolf Pup right here. A couple of other features on the outside. This is kind of neat. They put that on there for the black label, lights up, just kind of a, extra cool feature, kind of showing off that you upgraded to the black label. You have the outside refrigerator, which, when it comes to an outside kitchen, to be honest, folks, this right here is what I'm looking for anyway, is the outside fridge. Whether it's, for juice, pop, some adult beverages, whatever you want to put in there, it's just super easy to access. And if you want to grill, you can still do that too. Put your Blackstone right out here. You're able to cook up whatever you want. Outside TV, I know that's a big one for a lot of people. You have the hookups here, but one of the really cool things they do on this Wolf Pup is you actually have a bracket for your TV mount. So what you can do is you can take that TV from inside, you can take the arm and everything right outside of that mount, bring it out over here, drop it in place, and you can have the same TV, utilize it both inside and outside. That's really nice because a lot of people will buy a second TV for outside the RV, but then where do you put it? You have to travel with it. You don't want it to break. There's not a ton of good places to put it inside the RV, so you end up putting it in your vehicle and it takes up space. As we talked about in the SUV, if you have car seats in the back, it's just a mess you don't want to deal with, so this is a huge feature to have. Again, just really simplifies the whole process if you want to watch TV outside. You also have speakers out here. Those light up, so kind of that cool little feature at night, especially with your black label emblem. Plus, those are tied to that multimedia center inside, so that way you can sit out here on Spotify, or if you're old school like myself and still use Pandora, you can do that too, and that'll just all be controlled by that multimedia center inside. If you have dogs that come with you, you got the leash latch right here, so that way you don't have to, stake anything into the ground, or if you're on a cement spot, no big deal, just tie them up right there, good to go. 4 stabilizer jacks on here. That may seem minor because you think, well, pretty much all travel trailers have those, and you're right. But when you start getting into the smaller sizes, and this one is, I believe, about 21.5 foot. When you start to get into those smaller sizes, it's not always the case. Sometimes you'll just have 2 stabilizer jacks on the back and nothing up front, but this one does have 4 on there. Speaking of the front, let's make our way up here real quick and then we'll head on in. A couple quick things I do want to touch on. You'll see power tongue jack located right there. Makes it super easy to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Propane, battery there. You have the aluminum front, so you get the diamond plating and then the aluminum all up the front too. The smooth aluminum front looks absolutely gorgeous. Coming around to this side, big pass-through storage right there, folks. Look at all that space. Sorry, not pass through, but a big storage space you have for grills and chairs and anything else you want to stick in there, you're good to go. It's also wide and you have a magnetic catch on there, so if the kids come out and rip the door down, it's not going to break off the plastic clip or anything like that. You just put it up there and forget about it. You can see the power awning with LED light strip. You can also adjust the pitch with this thumb screw, so that way if you want that for water runoff, or if you just want to kind of lower the pitch to protect you a little more from the sun, you have that capability here with the power awning. On a really windy day like today, you can wind that sucker back in nice and easily too. You will also see coming up inside the steps, you have the upgraded steps here. I love those. More ride step above, aluminum tread, large grab handle, and that brings us into the gorgeous interior. So we saw kind of some of the upgrades on the outside of the black label. What about the inside? Well, we have a couple things. One of them is going to be your upholstery, your fabric. A little bit different color on here than what we'll have in the Wolf Pup. You can see it's kind of a nice, I don't know, kind of a light colored fabric, and then you have like the darker piping, which I personally really like. I kind of like that two-tone feel. And you know, again, kind of top it off with the dark back here too, but it blends very well with your tabletop and everything else we have. Also, if you look over to this side, you will see true solid surface countertops, folks. True solid surface. I mean, you can take a look here, you can see that is actual solid surface, which I love, love, love in a lightweight travel trailer because it does add some weight. So they were still able to make sure they got it light enough and have that solid surface. Huge, huge win. Because it is true solid surface, you're definitely going to undermount that sink. You can see they went with the round bowl, but it is a very deep bowl. So if you have, you know, some of your pots, you can actually fit them down in there, which is really cool. Over to the side, they call this a hand sanitizing station. I would have called it a soap dispenser, but hey, you know, to each their own. It is what it is, right? You want to put lotion in there? Hey, you want to put hand sanitizer in there? Go for it. Makes it easy. Who needs to wash their hands? Just boop, right? Rub it in, alcohol, outside you go. Good to go. Love it. You'll also see next to that is your cooktop. You have a 2-burner cooktop, but it is recessed with the glass cover. So it's slimline, but extremely functional. I love kind of what they have done there. Another thing you'll see is right over here, our beautiful map. And what do we have? The state of Alabama. Oh, baby. Man, I tell you what, Kev, we talk about Alabama. What is there? Man, I feel like their football team could use some help. Huh. Whoa! I don't know. Oh, just kidding. Roll Tide. All right. We take a look up top. We'll see plenty of storage right up here. Darker cabinetry. And they went kind of like a gold brass pull, which I think that's really nice contrast in color there. You open it up, you can see, you know, same thing we had outside. They have another one right here, a bracket, so that way you can just kind of clip the TV in. I'll show you the main, I'll show you right now. The main one is going to be right here, folks. So your TV slides right into there. So whether you're in bed, sitting at the dinette, doesn't really matter where you are, you have a good shot to it. Another thing I want to show you is the control panel. They have an upgraded control panel on there. It's a lot simpler. Everything's kind of all built into one, plus it's Bluetooth capable, so you can hook that up to your Bluetooth or hook it up to your cell phone, be able to control your lights, awnings, things like that right from an app on your phone. Storage going across the top. Good storage too, I may add. Open that up, you can kind of see the storage space right up there. Some speakers in here. They light up here too, right? Hey, party's not just happening outside, it's happening in the camper. You'll see your multimedia center right over to the side. It does have an HDMI input on there if you have a Blu-ray player. Want to throw a movie on for the kiddos, good to go. And then in the back are the 2 bunks. A couple things I do want to hit on here. One, the thickness of the mattress. Well, Ian, why is that important? Well, if you've laid on some of the bunk mattresses before as an adult, you know, at least if you're like me and you're heavy and have a huge butt, that you go right through into the wood. And then you wake up and you're sore and nobody wants to deal with that. So when you have a thick mattress like this, it's actually comfortable. So I love that they put in the bigger mattresses, because as an adult, if I'm taking this for a hunting trip, a fishing trip, you know, whatever it may be, maybe we're going on a wine weekend, something like that, I can actually lay here and still wake up without feeling like I just got hit by a bus. USB ports as well. That's a big one for the kiddos, folks. I know we go camping to try to get away from electronics, but sometimes you can't, especially on a rainy day. So right there, boom, they can just plug it right in. They're good to go. Tablets, phones, whatever kind of form of, you know, electric mind-draining electronics they need, you got it right there. In the very back is our bathroom. So right here is where I spend way too much time, if you ask my wife, so I gotta make sure I'm comfortable. And boy, oh boy, am I, right? My legs have plenty of room, great shoulder space. I can sit here and play on those brain-draining electronics for far too long. And also the shower. This is a really cool one. This is part of that Black Label upgrade. Take a look. I don't know if you can get in here, Kev, but take a look at that. Oh my goodness, there it is. There it is. You got the really cool shower head, the hand wand, the body sprays. What? Have you seen a shower like this in an RV this size? Nope. But you get it in the Black Label, which is fantastic. And it's 6 foot tall. I can stand up. Now my head does touch the ceiling a little bit, but at 6 foot tall, it is still possible. So that's a pretty darn good in a smaller RV like this. As we make our way back out, I do want to show off the fridge. It is an Everchill 12-volt refrigerator. What does that mean to you? Well, one, you're gonna get more space. It's gonna be bigger. The Everchill, you're looking at about 10.1 cubic feet, I believe, rather than your standard like 6 to 8 cubic foot when you have the gas absorption fridge, so it's gonna be a little bit more space. Plus it cools down a lot quicker, and that's a huge one. And also it looks really nice. It kind of like that black look, almost like the, not quite black stainless, but it is a black look, which I enjoy. And with solar, the solar basically is just going to recharge the batteries. This sucker, because it's 12 volt, will run off your batteries. You get 2 of those batteries and you will be good to go. As actually, quick tip about solar. I was telling Tiff this the other day, and she, you know, it's a little bit confusing. So real quick, When you talk about solar, these don't run off your solar panels, right? The solar panel just kind of gathers all the energy and puts it into the battery. It's the battery that these are going to run off of. So the reason I say 2 batteries is because you want to make sure that you have enough power that you can run this for extended periods of time. So you want that solar to recharge the batteries. The batteries are what's going to run everything inside the RV. So just in case you didn't know, now you do. And I don't know if you know this, but Kev, knowing is half the battle. All right, taking a look underneath, you will see some additional storage right there. Got to love that. Of course, our bed and everything else is up front. But folks, I'm telling you, if you're looking for something lightweight, you have an SUV, you don't want to upgrade into a truck, I completely get it. This one right here, the Wolf Pup, this is the 16 BHSBL. Again, that second BL just stands for Black Label. Great family model. You can sleep up to 5 people. Excellent option for you. But what if maybe you want something just a little more entry level? Well, my man Chris is going to show you something right now.
Hi, we're the Hambricks.
My name is Kennedy. Jordan.
I'm Monet,
I'm James.
and we're going to share how RV camping has unlocked our family travel dreams. Kennedy is boss lady, as we call her, because she's always telling all of us what to do. And Jordan is our adventure junkie. Anything high in the sky, that's all her. So for us, family travel is just having uninterrupted family time. We're really just enjoying one another, discovering new things. One thing that RVing and camping will teach you when it comes to family travel is definitely patience with setting everything up and just being in such a close quarters all the time. I need help, please. It really teaches you how to work together as a family. Making lunch is easy. We can quickly make sandwiches and snacks whenever the kids get hungry. The RV is the perfect mobile kitchen.
When you go like it,
How many strawberries you want?
maybe 5 and 5 and 5. Who's ready for lunch? Me! Okay.
So are we gonna go live on that island back there?
No.
Why not? You don't want to take a boat to school?
A unicorn.
So you rather ride a unicorn or a boat to school?
Unicorn. Sun! Hi, Sun.
Camping allows us to slow down while still having a great time.
What are you gonna do?
What's marshmallows?
We love doing campfires in the evenings, making s'mores, and just relaxing.
That's filtered. Cheers! Cheers!
We love to be silly and have fun, and the RV gives us a built-in dance floor. It gives a sense of home base no matter where you are.
Good night, Daddy.
We can put the kids to bed, come outside, enjoy a glass of wine, and reconnect after a long day, which is something we're not able to do at a hotel. It has really just sparked an amazing love for us, a different way for us to travel that we really enjoy.
Just like what you're gonna save when you come to Camping World and the Ultimate RV Expo, my boy Ian Baker, that Black Label was money. Because this segment is all about those SUV towable RVs. And right now we're gonna be talking about another Wolf Pup, this one being the 18TO, which to me stands for takeover. Because this one, being roughly 23 feet long, roughly 3,800 pounds dry, is great. It'll sleep up to 5 people, has a large slide that houses a dinette and a convertible bunk sofa combo. Trust me, just wait till you see it. If you've been looking for the great first entry-level RV as a hunting cabin, a fishing cabin, something for that ladies' weekend getaway to go tour all the wineries you're gonna see up and down the East Coast, or the beach getaway, this is the one for you. So what do you say we start outside of the beautiful gray, blue, and black colored aluminum-sided Wolf Pup 18TO. Now, Forest River, I'm a fan of their manufacturing process, mainly because of the way they like to reduce and reuse. They really shrink that carbon footprint. They're being good stewards, you know, not only in the community, but also with the environment, because they know that if you're gonna go out and enjoy the outdoors, you need it to be there generational. So why not impact as much as you can, which also allows them to give you some upgrades, but pass along those upgrades to you without the price tag on it. It's a very nice feature. I like what they've done the past couple of years with the graphics. There is a coating on these aluminum siding, which is going to help keep it from fading, but it used to be brown on brown. That's gone. Now we got the silver on the blue with the black accents. And of course, with your marine grade external driven speakers, you do have that little blue light, which Forest River loves them a blue light. And just like Ian had on his black label, you still get great things like the Paul mount, which to me, that's just another way of saving additional dollars, because if you're gonna watch a TV outside, chances are you don't need it on the inside. So why not give you a way to maneuver that TV around the RV, whether you wanna put it in the entertainment area, the bedroom, or outside, you got the option to put it out here. Plus you got your 110 GFCI outlet and your cable connection for some external power. And just like the Black Label Wolf Pup that Ian showed you, we got the Pup Kitchen with the little mini hot point fridge right here, and the little prep door or just storage door, you know, giving you some space to do a little bit of stuff outside. Well, Chris, what about if I want to put my grill out? What if I want to do some cooking? Well, you got an LP Quick Connects located under here as well. It's just on the other side of those solid steps. But Forest River also thinks about your pets because they know they're a big part of the family, just like the kids, just like you. So you got to make sure that when they're at the campsite, they got to be secure. So right here is the leash latch, 1,500 pounds to keep those pets safe while at the campground. Or if you're like me, the kids, it'll keep them safe too. Just keep them right there. You also got the bike rack / cooler rack mounted on the back here with your 4x4 sewer hose storage. You got the beautiful backlight with the Wolf graphic in here. I like how they do this with the Cherokee products. Very nice. And of course, the Bluetooth backup observation camera with those arch ceilings, the 3-inch rain nozzles that are really going to help keep the rain, the snow off the top of this camper, off of you, and of course, off the slide. You do got the Solera 12-volt power awning with the LED light strip here as well with the adjustable pitch. And before we go inside, Fritz, check this out. I love when they added these to the Wolf Pups. I first saw them on the Arctic Wolf lineup of what Forest River made, and you know, Forest River and the Cherokee family. And I got to tell you, this tempered glass tinted, not only does it serve a purpose to help keep some privacy and some coolness inside the coach, it also looks good going down the road and set up at the campsite. Just such a beautiful addition that if you think about it, was just a small investment for them, but it's a huge return for you. Solid step over steps leading into the main entryway. You got your storage right here, which is also accessible from the master bed on the inside, and I'll show you that when we get in there because it's strut supported. Something that in entry-level RVs you don't really get a lot of are some of those nice features like strut supporting when opening doors and beds and stuff like that, because it's you got to hold it with one arm and stuff in. So having that, very nice feature. Hand crank, 20-pound LP tank, got that beautiful Superflex roof, as well as a diamond-plated rock guard there, giving you some protection while going down the road. Now, when we step into the beautiful 18TO, well, hey, Kev. I'm doing well, buddy. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
You just enjoying my little booth dinette over here, huh?
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And it's booth, by the way, BOOOFTH, booth. Take a look at the space that we have in this camper. 23 feet, 2 inches, 3,800 pounds dry, can easily sleep 4, probably 5, depending on the configuration. And I say that because I want to show you this. This is their patent pending booth over jackknife sofa. Now, the only thing that's a little bit wonky about this is not so much this plush teddy bear bunk series mattress, which when you're done, you can put it through the pass-through storage. But when you want to make this a little seating area, that slides down. You can actually take the armrests and put them here on top of the leatherette jackknife sofa as headrests. And if you're using this as a couples coach, just imagine sitting here, reconnecting, or if you use it as a hunting cabin or a fishing cabin, there is a table that also comes here that you can use, that you can pick up, or like I like to do, I like to go to the retail store at Camping World and pick up those little small tables, those little gray ones that pop up. You can get 2 of them. Works great for like the TV dinners. Let me tell you, it's absolutely awesome camping experience for the first time. These are those campers. Not only are they SUV towable, like we said at the beginning, but these are those great ones that if all you've done is tent camp, to get up off the ground and really experience how awesome the RV lifestyle is. Plush leatherette jackknife sofa. This reduces down into a sleeper. If you're like me and you and your wife spoon when you sleep at night, you could probably get 2 adults here. Probably get 1 adult up here on the bunk. Then we come over here to the dinette. Kev, you saw how comfortable this was. These things are nice and plush. It was soft. Your little tuchus wasn't hurting at all when you were sitting over here, was it? No. This is the great reconnection spot where, when you think about it, if you just got finished cooking the camp cook meals, or you're helping the kids do the homework, or you're playing cards, you're playing the board games, you're making those memories that are going to last. And that's what RVing is all about. Sure, what you're going to get is a physical piece of metal that has beds, it has refrigerators, got a heater and an air conditioner. But at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're investing in your opportunity to grow and expand with your family. Let those memories be the return on that investment. It's not something you pick up right now, but years from now when you're sitting there talking about it, or when your kids are grown and they've picked up their first RV, that's when you realize what you did is impactful generation after generation. And you could be sitting here watching the sunset, looking at the beach, looking at the mountains. You got solid wood valances here, large panoramic windows. Both of them open up to give you good cross breeze, dual USB charging, mushroom lights here, storage underneath both sides. And with the Wolf Pups, you're gonna get that decorative oiled bronze hinges here, solid wood construction on the doors and the drawers all the way around. Plus we got the light on the dark inlay, a nice little upgrade for 22, whereas last year it was just dark on dark. I like how they've kind of brightened the interior up. You still get that gray and white pattern inside the decor here. Got your paw mount for your TV and your entertainment, plus your driven speakers mounted in the ceiling, and the 8-inch subwoofer, because why not? I mean, when you're listening to Rock You Like a Hurricane, you want your neighbors to hear it as well. I'm just saying. Now, step into the bathroom, got the plastic bowl with the foot flush, vent and fan here, and you got the single surround shower and mini tub combo here. Kind of the wet bath, because here's your sink. You got the little shower nozzle there. Now, 6'2", I'm a little bit cramped, so you got to watch for that. But for entry level, 23 feet, 2 inches long, 3,800 pounds. Come on, man. I'd trade that any day of the week. To get up off the ground from a tent into my first RV, it's a good pass. Easy to clean, slip resistant flooring here as well. And because of supplies, gone is the gas electric fridge. Now you got the 10.7 cubic foot, 12 volt Everchill fridge, vibration smart and frost resistant. And let me tell you what's great about the 12 volt fridges versus the gas electric fridge. You can probably see the look at that. Look at that beautiful cold coming off of there, Kev. It's hot down here in Florida. What's great about these is these will cool things down, whereas the gas electric fridges are really there to just keep cold things cool. That's the big difference between the two types of fridges. So this is a very nice upgrade, as is this pressed countertop that we have over here on the campsite kitchen. Got the 2-burner Greystone cooker with the glass cover. Got my 20,000 BTU furnace right there to go along with my 13.5 BTU AC that is roof mounted right here that we cut off because it's not really that loud. Well, here, I'll show you. It's not really that loud for roof mounted. You can open these vents, it will get a little bit louder there, but there we go. Let me tell you, this thing will kick out the air on you. So, cut that off. You got the little controls there to give you the temperature control. Over here, you got your microwave up top. It's a driven high output. Plus, you got your storage, your driven AM/FM command center with Bluetooth, dual zone, as well as HDMI and USB. I like how we got the voltage meter up here because you do have your battery disconnect located here in the kitchen too. But having that is a great feature because that lets you know if you do get the juice pack or you get the upgrades, or you get solar panels to put outside to connect to the 10 amp quick connect, which is on the other side. This lets you know where the battery is. That is extremely useful. But right here, being able to control this from your cell phone is very nice. Not only that, but if you come over here, you got, just like Ian had in his Black Label Wolf Pup, you also have the Cherokee Total Control Command Center here too, that Bluetooths into your phone. You pretty much just scan this, and then you can control some of the forms or some of the functions of this RV from the comfort of your cell phone. Back to the kitchen, Kev. Check out my stainless steel bowl style sink. Now, a lot of RVs these days have those farmhouse style sinks undermounted with the apron. That's cool. I like it. But in an RV like this one, it's only 23 feet 2 inches, towable by an SUV. That would take up pretty much the entire counter space. So you really wouldn't have any prep space. Sure, you got the cutting board cover right here that when this is in, you do get more prep space. Plus, having the recessed cooktop gives you a little more prep space as well. But I like the bowl sink because if you're cleaning your pots or your pans, they're pretty much circular anyway. They fit right in there, do the cleaning. Or if you want to defrost that turkey, pop that bad boy on in there. Get ready to throw it on the grill outside. Because I grill turkey. I grill everything. I grill vegetables. I grill noodles. My wife is like, why are you grilling noodles? Because I can. Plain and simple. It's like, what, you're not going to eat it? Just because I put the pot on the grill? That's your loss. Come over here to the queen size bed, which is nestled up front, going east to west here. We got the 110 outlet there. You do get the Furrion lit on this one, which has a dual USB charging on the other side. Plus, we are set up for Wi-Fi, 4GE, One Connect hotspot built in right there, because even though you do want to disconnect and get outside and really see the country the safest way possible in your RV, you also still might want to have the capability of connecting and staying connected. Side opening storage up top here. And underneath, this is what I was talking about. Look at that strut supporting with access to the outside. All in an RV that's 23 feet 2 inches long, roughly 3,800 pounds. Can easily sleep 4 people, maybe 5, depending on how you do the bunk or how you spoon. 26-gallon fresh tank, dual 23s on the gray and the black. But for entertaining, for a hunting cabin or a fishing cabin, this 22 Wolf Pup 18TO is right up the alley if you're looking for your first one. And just wait, we got more with the Ultimate RV Expo coming up next.
Today we're going to try something that we've never done before. We're going camping.
Roll the window down 'cause it's 80 degrees. No traffic on the road, summer life is a breeze.
This is my first time taking an RV out on the road, and I'm surprised at how simplified this trip has been.
Tastes so sweet and I can't deny it. Life's a treat, I just wanna try it. This is the good life, soak in the good vibe.
RVing allows you to be so spontaneous.
We heard that Breckenridge got a bunch of snow. We're gonna head out there and go on an adventure.
We all come alive. This is the good life, soak in the good vibe.
Let's go! Woo!
What's great about having an RV is that we can bring so much of our equipment with us.
Yeah.
Hearing the motors, smelling the rubber and everything, it's a whole experience.
The really cool thing about this RV resort is that we're right on the beach.
And there's so much stuff to do right here on site.
Yeah, this is the good life.
Cheers to the adventures.
Yeah, this is the good life.
Experience more with Good Sam.
All right, Chris, thank you, sir. Both of these Wolf Pups have been absolutely amazing. But maybe you're sitting right home right now and you're thinking, Ian, it's just the two of us. Maybe I want to tow something with my SUV with just the two of us. Well, you're in luck, because right here behind me is the 2022 Bullitt Crossfire 1850 RB. This thing's a little bit bigger now. You're gonna have to have a decent sized SUV. We come in right around 3,500 pounds dry, but man, oh man, when we get inside, you are going to love it. But before we do, we're gonna cover some of the outside features. So come on up with me real quick. And one of the things I want you to do is peer in here, and we're gonna notice a couple things. It's gonna be on the far side. So one of them, if you look on the left wall, this giant pass-through, you will see our power stabilizer jacks. I'll show you those in just a minute, but the controls are over there. Also, we have our solar controller. Cool thing about Keystone and this Bullitt Crossfire is this one has your Solar Flex 200 system on there. And what that essentially means is up top, you have 200 watts of solar that are going to be standard to trickle charge your battery. What's really cool though, is if you plan on doing a lot of boondocking, you can actually upgrade this one to the 400. With that, you're going to get another 200 watt panel for 400 watts total. See what they did there? But on top of that, not only going to get a bigger controller, you will also get an inverter. So that way it will invert some of the outlets inside. I'll show you that in just a minute. Super super duper cool. Right down underneath are those power stabilizer jacks, folks. And again, we have 4 of them all the way around. Super simple and easy to use, and that will stabilize the RV so it's not rocking around. That will be especially important because this one, again, when it's lighter weight, we're looking at a single axle. So you want to make sure you have those stabilizer jacks down, otherwise it will move around a little bit as you're moving. Electrical outlet will be right out here in case you need to plug anything in. Of course, that is conveniently positioned under the large power awning. LED light on there. You will also see this one is Solera, and you can adjust the pitch extremely easily. All you have to do is take this bad boy and pull it down just like so, and if you see, it will adjust it. We can do the same thing on the other side. Now, if you want, you can leave it like that, and when you pull the awning in, it will adjust itself back, no problem. That's perfect for water, rainwater runoff? Geez, why can I not talk today? Anyway, it'll make the rain go that way. How's that? Perfect. Also, if you want, you can pull them both down. That way it's going to adjust the pitch so that the sun isn't blinding you, isn't in your face like it is if I lean out this way. Coming around to the back is the main entrance, and folks, this one is absolutely gorgeous. Let's head on inside so we can take a look at what we have. Now again, bear in mind, folks, as I said, this one's a little over 3,500 pounds dry, about 21.5 foot long, and it is loaded. I mean, you have a ton of space in here. Kevin, I can do jumping jacks, I can do push-ups if I want. Is that, all right. Oh, yeah, oh.
Feel the burn, Ian. Feel the burn, baby!
But as you can see with this slide, I mean, you have a ton of space in here, which is awesome. Especially important if you have a loved one, a dog, what do you think I'm talking about, that comes with you. The reason for that, right, is because with all this space, you're not gonna be tripping over the dog. Or if it's 2 of you and someone's cooking, because you have that big slide out, you can sit here, you can be cooking, you can be chopping, you can be doing dishes. Someone can walk around behind you, no problem, still get in and out of the RV. Another thing I love right here in the back, as soon as you walk in, you can see plenty of storage space. I love this. Personally, this right down here, Kev, I'm using for shoes. I'm kicking my shoes off, I'm throwing them in there because I don't want them right here in the walkway. I want them put away. It's a great spot to do it. Also, you have the fridge freezer right back here. Why do I love that? Well, because when I walk in, I can grab a cold one, open her up, slug myself down a Diet Pepsi, of course, and then head right back out. So I love being able to have that nice quick access, and again, it's kind of out of the way, but it's still easy to get to. Main control panel will be located right here. One of the things I do want to point out is the water heater. What you'll notice, this runs on both LP gas and electric. So not only does that give you a couple different fuel sources for options, but also what's really cool, you can turn both of those on at the same time, which is faster recovery. Now bear in mind, when it says electric, folks, it's not going to be 12 volt, that will be 120. So you either have to have shore power or a generator, but man, oh man, with that, it is super quick recovery, so that way the whole family, or if it's just the 2 of you or whatever, can take a little bit longer showers. In the back is the bathroom, hence the RB, rear bath. If I take a seat right here, well, it's a little tight. Not terrible, right? I mean, you know, you can see here I'm kind of touching a little bit on both sides. When the door's shut though, I still have good leg room. Can definitely get done what I need to get done. As for shower space, I'll take a step in here. At 6 foot tall, no issues whatsoever. I could probably be 6'1", and, you know, I'll be rubbing on the ceiling, but still be able to stand in here. Also, I personally really like neo-angle showers. I know it's not for everyone, but here's why I like it. If I turn sideways, I can turn sideways. And you're like, Ian, well, why does that matter? Well, if you have a normal shower or a tub, a lot of times in RVs it has a curtain. What happens when you turn sideways is you get attacked by a curtain. And for whatever reason, it just grosses me out. It's slimy. I don't know if it's soap scum, if I don't change my shower curtain enough, I don't know, but I don't like it. So I can actually turn in here and maneuver and shower and do the things I need to do. Of course, with the hand wand, it makes it that much easier. You'll also see the sink over to the side. I really like this faucet. I know it's something that's minor, but I really like it. It's modern, it looks nice. It doesn't look like they, you know, picked it up from like a quality farm and fleet and threw it in there. It looks like something that was actually intentional. Underneath, you have enough space for a trash can, which, you know, my girl Trish will tell you, she agrees with me, you gotta have a spot for your trash. There it is, mirrored medicine cabinet right up top. And then back out into all this space with the AC running. We got that bad boy going because it's a nice hot floor today. Super simple to operate. The controls are right on there. You can kind of control the directional flow right there. So based upon where you are, you can, again, just kind of direct what you want to cool off. Then in the slide itself, a couple things I really love. One, they got rid of carpet. And speaking of the flooring, man, I really like this flooring. It has that wood look to it, but it just, I don't know, something about it. I really enjoy it. It doesn't look like a, super fake vinyl to me. I think they did an excellent job, and I love the fact they removed the carpet right here. And plus, you get this, super comfortable. You're just chilling, hanging out, watching TV. I'll show you where that goes in just a second. You have spots for your cup holders right there. And one of my favorite parts is the fact this is a trifold, right? This does become a bed. So if you do have guests and, they want to stay the night, you have the capability to actually house people in here. Now, granted, you're going to be in close proximity, so if someone snores, well, you're just going to have to plug their nose all night. But the fact that you do have that capability to house them, I think, is pretty cool. Now, taking a look up front, this is our main sleeping space. A couple things I really like here, too. One, kind of a cool accent wall, something we really haven't seen before. I think the eye kind of naturally gets drawn to it, and I really like it. You'll also see space up top, and then in the back, you have shelves. This is really cool. You can see that you have electrical outlets as well as USB ports. One of the things you will note is there's a little yellow sticker on there, which we can't read from here, but what I will tell you what it says. It says that is an inverted outlet. If you remember when I was outside, I was talking about that solar flex system, how it has the 200 watt panel on the roof. Well, if you upgrade that to the 400, I said it gets an inverter. It inverts some outlets. Those are part of the outlets. Why does it invert those? In case you have a CPAP machine. That way, if you're out boondocking, you can plug in right there. You'll be good to go. You get a good night's rest. You won't wake up grumpy. You won't die early. You're welcome. So it's definitely a really cool thing to have, a great system. I think that's just awesome. On both sides, again, mirrored wardrobe. I love the color palette they chose, kind of with the wood. And I don't know, what is that, a brass pole there? The brass poles, I don't know, I like them. I think they did an awesome job in here. I really like the color schemes that manufacturers are using. A table, this is super handy. There are different places to store this, but I have it sitting right here, but it is intended to just pop up right in front of that couch. So if you want to have a meal, you have a place to do that. I did talk about TV, and I said I'd show you where that is, and this right here is where that will mount to. You'll see these guys. I know. Why can't they use HDMI? I don't know. I don't know. It still blows my mind that, we're in 2022 now. 22? Yeah. But hey, if you want to, you can hook it up. There is an HDMI input on here, and there is one in the back. So technically, you can take an HDMI cable, run it back through here, have a Blu-ray player right here, plug it in, and still be able to watch a Blu-ray player. I don't want you to think that you can't do it. You absolutely can. Also, this is Bluetooth capable, controls all the speakers. So, as I mentioned, if you want to play Spotify, whatever it may be, you're good to go. Now, contrary to the way I normally do things, we're actually going to end on the kitchen here, and folks, they knocked it out of the park. A ton of countertop space in this floor plan. You will see you have all this prep space over here to the side. You get the 2-burner recessed cooktop. This is going to be your thermoformed countertop, right? So it's going to be upgrade over your T-mold, and what it will allow you to do is undermount a sink. With T-molds, you can't undermount. And the reason being is because, well, then you're going to get a bunch of water and everything. It's going to soak, that wood's going to soak it right up. You have a rotted countertop, not anything you want to deal with this. You don't have that issue. Plus, it's just easier to clean in general. You can just kind of do this, sweep all that in there, and you get the high-rise faucet on there too. So I love the fact it is a larger sink. You get the drying racks, which are super handy, nice and easy to put away, but also gives you that prep space when you want it. Couple of drawers there, and if we drop down underneath, you can see plenty of storage for all of your pots and pans. Lastly, we'll head right up top. You see the microwave there, your nice slimline Furion hood. Some more storage right over here to the side, so you have spot for cups, plates, whatever else you may need. You'll see the vent right up top here, which also helps let in a whole bunch of light. But one of the things I really want to point out, folks, when you start to look at some lightweight campers, there's going to be some gives and takes. You can only fit so much into a smaller space. So depending on your tow vehicle, if you have an SUV, one of the most important things that you want to do is find out what your tow rating is, as well as what your payload capacity is. Because those are two very important factors, and they're measured in two very different ways. So if you don't know, if you're unfamiliar, please reach out to your local Camping World so you can bring your vehicle in. We can take a look, see exactly what your tow vehicle is capable of hauling, because we want to make sure that you are going to be safe. And the coolest thing about it is we have so much inventory right now. We are flush with inventory. I'm telling you, if you go out there, I know there's a bunch of shows and everything going on. You go there, chances are that unit you're looking at's probably already sold, and you're probably gonna have to order it. And I'm telling you, as we all know, right, the industry's been crazy lately. You're gonna be, 4 or 5 months out before you get that. With something like this, folks, we have over 40,000 pieces of inventory all throughout the country. We'll have what you're looking for. You can come in, you can sit in it, you can be like, this is the one I want, and if you want, you can drive that sucker off today. Because why not? You already have the SUV, right? You're just hooking and booking at that point. You can set up your first trip, go camping, enjoy life. Just so many great things, just so much inventory right now that we have. You definitely want to take advantage. But folks, I hope you enjoyed this segment. Again, this is RVs that are towable by your SUV. We have a ton of great stuff coming up. Trish, Tiff, Sean, take it away.
Ian, are you kidding? Those wolf pups were darling. If you're thinking you want to start maybe trading in your, RV to level up, we're about to hit that segment.
Level up or upgrade? I think
upgrade?
a little bit of both.
Yes.
Yeah, it works out.
I know you were loving the wolf pups too. You love some of the awesome amenities that they have in there. And that's the cool thing about it is if you see something you like, you know what, honey? Look at what Ian just showed us. Why don't we go ahead and upgrade and trade in the one we have now? Well, guess what? Trading in is not always as easy as it seems.
That's right. And Dwight and Chris are going to walk y'all through every step and stuff that I didn't even think about that I was like, that is so smart. Love having that knowledge base. That's what Camping World is all about.
We saw it happen live right here yesterday. A lot of folks brought in RVs. Let's get the update right now from Dwight and Chris. Take it away, guys. Show us how it's done.
Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young back with my friend Dwight Dunmeyer. And
hi, everybody.
Dwight, we want to talk a little bit about trade-ins.
Yeah.
But more from both sides of the fence. So if somebody has a unit that they want to trade in, because so many people figured out how great camping was.
Yeah.
Seeing America the safest way possible in their own RV, but maybe they bought that single axle entry level. They want to upgrade to maybe a double axle, mid-tier, maybe a fifth wheel, maybe a motorhome, but they don't understand the process of what do I need to do to my RV? And more importantly, what's going to happen to my RV after it comes to the dealership? And if somebody's looking to buy used, what do we do to make sure you get the best use possible? Because you got to remember, with Camping World having more used inventory than anybody in the world, having over 185 locations nationwide, and being the largest network of family dealerships, you're going to get a great product, whether it's new or used. But you got your first RV, maybe it's time to trade up. Let's talk a little bit about what do we need to do to that RV before we trade it in? And why do we trade it in?
So a lot of people, again, just like you said, that entry level, right? A lot of people want to see if they like camping.
Yeah.
Sometimes people go for new, but for some families and some people, they want to, well, maybe I should go with used, save a little bit of money to see if I do like it.
Yeah.
So again,
test it out,
see if they like it. People fall in love with it. I mean, I'm a camper myself. I've done these segments, I've talked about them. My kids, it's like Christmas, right?
Yep.
So again, it gets to that point where people are like, okay, I definitely love camping. I want to upgrade, right? And just like even a home, right? So you move your home around, it's no different, right? So this is an opportunity to get into something different. But again, a lot of people think that we're just like new, right?
Yeah.
We sell a lot of new. Well, we sell a lot of used as well, and there's a standard that we have at Camping World that really sets us apart from everybody else. We want to make sure that we're giving you that product that is not a 1987, Brave.
Right.
Nobody.
Nothing against it though. Nothing against it.
Oh, absolutely not. So again, we just want to make sure that what we're giving to the customers is really what we're going to stand behind. So we have this Keystone Hideout right here, 2017. So actually, 5 model years old. So some of the things that we talk about, because again, a used one. So if somebody purchased this, let's say it was used. Now they're ready for that upgrade. So some of the things that they can do, and we can walk around here that they can get prepared for whenever they're trading it in. So
let's talk. Let's actually start right up here at the front, and we'll just go front to back. If I have an RV that I want to trade in, I want to bring it to Camping World in Gander, what are some things, some tips and tricks for me before I bring it in?
So one of the biggest questions that we ask is, how's the roof, right?
Yes.
Just because as these are going down the road, they're turning and twisting. So one of the things that we ask is, when was the last maintenance that you done? Because we're gonna get on the roof and we're gonna make sure, because that's a big one. So there's sometimes where people don't even realize that they scraped a tree. Well, that's an insurance claim, right? So that's a collision where we can get that roof taken care of and the customer doesn't have to worry about it. But the other aspect of that is, it's no different than changing the oil in your car.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go 100,000 miles without changing the oil. It's no different than the roof. That is one of the main points that we have on an RV, is making sure that that roof is solid, because that's gonna be where your leaks mainly come in.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because we actually have some great videos if you visit the Camping World YouTube page. And please, while you're there, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We actually have videos talking about roof maintenance, RMP, when to get up there, how to do it. If you don't feel comfortable, please bring it in. Let our professional service team take care of it for you. But Dwight nailed it. That's number one. Good spot.
Yeah, that is, again, a big part that we look at, because that's going to be the most money as far as anything that we have to look at.
Right.
So, to go off onto what we do, I mean, that's what we do. We check it, and we want to make sure that when we're handing it off to that next customer, that roof is good. We don't want to sell it to that customer with, a bad roof on it.
or seals blown.
The hunting special or whatever the case may be. I mean, we want people to enjoy camping, and we want to make sure what we're delivering to them is exactly what we say.
So if they can, if you're comfortable and if it's safe, get up on the roof, check it out, make sure the seals are good, make sure everything looks okay.
Yeah.
Just
you can do that. I always recommend on a ladder, or you can take it to one of our Camping World locations. They actually have fall protection, and they have ways where they can get on to make sure that it's safe. We're never asking anybody to get up on the roof. But we just want to make sure that it's solid. That's a big thing that we need to look at.
Okay. So roof, and then give me another one. What are
so the seals around, and if it has a slide, which again, this one does not have a slide, but if it was to have a slide, it's those slide seals.
Okay.
Being out here like in the Florida sun, or no matter where you're at, it really, if you're not taking care of them and doing that maintenance, what do they look like? If they're deteriorating, we want to make sure that they're not deteriorating for that next consumer.
Right.
We want to make sure that it's good to go and it's going to seal properly, because again, when we hand it off to that next customer, we don't want them to have that issue.
Yeah, exactly. Bad seal on the slide means a bad slide.
Yeah, it does. And again, just checking underneath the slide, knocking underneath, has there been any water damage or whatever the case may be. But that's where that maintenance comes in, and making sure that it's good to go. Okay, awesome. So what about maybe some exterior side seals, panel seals? So the side seals, so you'll see, this is one that they actually did redo. They made sure that it's good to go. It's nice and sealed tight, so we're not going to get any leakage in there. And again, with these things going down the road and moving and twisting, you always want to check your seals. It's just highly recommended, especially if you're a new camper, or even people that have been camping for a very long time. Myself, every time I'm done with a camping trip, I look at the roof. Did I scratch anything, or how do the seals look around? When we're twisting and turning. So,
as someone who got a vent stuck under a basketball goal, yes, it happened. Yeah,
there you go.
You got to check, because you never know. I didn't know until we tried to pull out. I was stuck under a basketball goal.
Yeah.
I thought I was clear.
Nope. So again, those are really the main concepts that you want to look at on the outside and the exterior of it. Also, making sure that you take care of the outside as far as the finish. So, some of these, especially 5, 6, 7 years old, they tend to fade because people leave them out into the sun without a cover or whatever the case may be. So we want to make sure that it's not that way. We really try to take a look at them and what can we do to bring some of that out. Some of them we can't bring out, but again, it's that attempt, and we want to make sure that you're taking care of it, where we want to give it to that next consumer, and they're ready and saying, I'm good to go camping. I don't need to do anything with that.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to make sure, and we'll get to what you want to do, why you want to buy used from us here in just a minute. But this is great information. If you do have a used unit you want to trade in, Dwight's giving you some great tips. Now, fiberglass versus aluminum sided. Obviously, you want to check to see if there's any dings in the fiberglass. You want to make sure there's any holes or cuts or D-lams, stuff like that.
So again, one of our technicians will walk around it. They'll see underneath. Again, they'll pat underneath here. Is it solid? What's going on with
any
it?
water damage
Because
or anything.
you know, with these, some of those seals, if you're not checking the seals, they'll tend to leak. And again, as you put a bunch of stuff in there, you know, maybe you don't notice it, but again, as you're walking around to see, that's something that we're going to look at. Because again, going to that next consumer, we don't want to give it where their weight distribution sitting in the coach is going to fall through the floor.
Yeah, or they go to slide a cooler in the pass-through storage and boom, it falls through.
And then it's on the ground. So, you know, we always want to look at that. And again, we walk around the coach. I mean, some of the things, the awning fabric is a big one, so they tend to stain. And again, we want to take a look at that. Some stains, of course, will be, but if there's holes and it's ripping and tearing apart, if you want to replace it prior to trading in, it's always good, because that's something we're going to look at, because when you're camping outside.
Yeah, exactly.
So most people do things outside. They want to have an awning. We want to make sure that it's not all torn and ripped and leaks coming through.
Sure. Now, what about maybe the undercarriage? Check that, the wheels, the axles, the whole. Now, obviously, with those Dexter Easy Lube axles, you know, you want to make sure those have also been taken care of. If you need some tips on how to do that, be sure to contact your specialist at Camping World, because that's also a biggie. But just kind of just give it a good once around on the outside.
You know, and we're not expecting it to be new whenever it comes in. You know, with something like this, when you talked about the aluminum versus fiberglass, rocks are going to fly up. You're going to get little dings in it. We understand that. You know, again, so does that next consumer on what it is. But, you know, if the fiberglass type of travel trailer or fifth wheel or motorhome, whatever the case may be, if there's a gouge and a big hole in it, that's something that we're going to fix. And most people get that, again, covered under their insurance, depending on what it was. But we are definitely going to make sure that we fix that whenever we go around.
Sure. So, yeah, we'll take care of that before we put it back on the lot. All right, so on the outside, roof, seals, sidings, awning, doors, everything under, you know, also check underneath if you can. So those are good tips for the outside. What do you say we go take a look on the inside and get some tips from you there?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. All right, Dwight, so we've checked out the outsides. Thank you for those tips there. Now, what about the inside? Obviously, people want to check the HVAC too. So if they got a water heater, you know, a suburban furnace, domestic furnace, whatever, roof AC or wall-mounted AC, they want to check those, make sure they work too. But what else on the inside?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, we definitely want to look at all the appliances and stuff that it has, making sure they're operational. So, again, something that a consumer can do before they bring it in. You know, does my stove work? Does my oven work? How cool is the air conditioner? You know, does my water heater work? You know, is it getting hot? You know, all of those things. One of the other things that we look at is, so, you know, when you walk in, you see that floor.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that there's not a bunch of gouges on it. You know, there's some places out there that can actually repair the lino floors without having to replace the whole thing. But if there's multiple gouges, I mean, we have to look at that, because we don't want to give that to the next consumer.
Sure.
So from the floor, you know, we look around and we're going up into the corners and we're seeing underneath windows, and we're touching to see if is there any soft spots, which again, that consumer can do. Is there any soft spots in here? Did it leak and I just don't know about it? So, you know, after we go through that, and the consumer can go through that as well, and again, it's really no different than just going around and touching and feeling, you know, how's this? Is there maybe
DLAM? Is there any soft spots, water retention, that type of stuff?
Yeah, we just want to make sure of that, because again, as we give that to that next consumer, we don't want to have those issues. Not saying that we're perfect, but again, we can't see what's behind the walls, but there's a lot of times where we can see it, and we want to make sure that we address it. The other thing is furniture. So furniture is a big one. You know, some have that leather where it's peeling and it's cracking.
The leather.
So you'll notice in our locations that stuff's going to get recovered. Because again, we want to make sure that the life of that coach for that next consumer lasts a long time. There's some that, you know, we can't. So take a look at this. You know, you got some of the stuff here where it's fraying a little bit, but the couch looks good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not big tears in it. You know, you don't see a bunch of cat scratches on it and all of that stuff. So again, it's just looking at the cosmetics of it. Again, it's not going to be brand new. Again, 5 model years old is what we're in right now. But as you take a look around on the outside and even on the inside,
it's still a good-looking coach.
It is a good-looking coach. But you know, again, all of those things are what we're looking for that a consumer can address as well. I mean, we don't recover in-house. I mean, we have to find a company to recover it. Same thing that a consumer can do. Say, hey, I want more money for my trade. I need to do this. I need to maybe recover this. Oh, the table's broke. Maybe I go ahead and see if I can find a table. You can order through our parts and accessories store. You know, there's different things that they can do to get more money for their trade. Because we want to give all the money we can for that trade. Because again, we want to continue that going. We want consumers to upgrade and get into either a new unit or a newer used unit. Or maybe something different. Maybe same year, but it's into a fifth wheel versus a travel trailer. So we have all of those aspects that we look at.
And that's one thing too I want to emphasize more than anything. At Camping World in Gander, we are not going to be beaten on any trade-in.
Nope.
We're going to give you the most money available, guaranteed, for that trade-in. So if you have things like a T-mold on your countertop and maybe it's coming off, if you want to fix that, by all means, if you want to get more money for it, you can. We also have the Design Center.
Yes.
So if you want to go crazy, you want to go haywire, and you say, you know, this 1977 look isn't going to work for me, maybe we go with a little bit more of a rustic, modern approach. We absolutely have the Design Center and specialists at our locations that'll help you go in and redesign not only the unit that you want to trade in, but if you're buying one that's used and you say, oh, this hideout is great, but I want new furniture.
Yeah.
You can actually tack that on when you buy it.
You can. So a lot of people are doing that where they purchase a used unit
Right.
from us and they say, hey, I want to do something a little different, kind of like that DIY.
Yeah,
The difference
yeah,
is
yeah.
the DIY is in our service center and,
Yes.
you know, our parts
You can
and accessory.
DIY,
Yeah.
but our folks will do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people like that, you know, with the professionals to be able to do it. So again, there's different things that they can do if they go to get into a new one or what they can do with their current one.
Right.
Something else, and one of the final things that we look at, and again, as we continue to grow as a company and in this process, is mattresses.
Yes.
Right? So we
That's a
really have
biggie.
looked at, you know, putting the mattresses, newer mattresses in these coaches where, you know, if it's a 17 coach, you know, we want to put that mattress in there.
Right.
We want somebody to sleep on a new mattress, not a used mattress.
Sure.
So again, just as we go through this, that's what we're looking at.
So and that's an important part. So if it's a used unit, if it's a trade-in, we're going to take care of that mattress as well.
Yes, sir.
We're going to put a new one in there.
Yep.
That's huge. And I got to tell you, the great thing about whether you want to trade one in or you're buying one that has been traded in, like Dwight has said the entire video, if you walk through it and take a look at it, so are our folks. Our specialists are trained on what's best for that RV, what's best for you as the trader and the tradee.
Yep.
So if you're going to get that unit, you want to upgrade to a new one, you can sleep and rest well knowing that the unit you're going to bring in is not only we're going to give you the best value for, we're also going to put the best in it before somebody else passes it along. Because at the end of the day, it is where people make memories. It's where families go to really enjoy the outdoors, go see America the safest way possible. And with over 185 locations and more used inventory than anybody in the world, I pretty much can guarantee, and I'm sure Dwight will too, there's an RV out there for you that'll fit your lifestyle and your budget guaranteed. So if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to any of our folks. Bring that unit by. If you don't want to trade it in yet, but you're thinking about trading it in, bring it in. Let our folks walk around it with you. They'll tell you some tips and tricks on what you can do to get the most value out of it before you bring it back. And also, if you want to buy a used one, check out campingworld.com or just come visit us. Dwight, thank you so much, my man. Anything else about trade-ins you want to throw out there?
Nope, that's it. We're just going to continue on and doing what we do and, you know, help as many consumers as we can.
And every day it's going to get better and better. So we look forward to seeing your unit and you getting your new unit or new used unit soon.
Sean, do you know what I can see from up here?
What's that, Trish?
All the deals happening at Camping World right now.
I'll tell you what, there are a lot of great deals. As a matter of fact, we're up high, but the prices are low, and that's what the RV Expo is really all about. It's the ultimate RV Expo. We're in Tampa, Florida, and we're just getting started.
I'm telling y'all, all the trade-ins driving in. You know, we have over 37,000 units available, ready to go. You're not taking home an order form, honey. You're taking home a brand new for you RV. We've got so many that we are looking at right now.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we're going to go into the Cherokees, the Pack of Wolves. You're going to see some more of these incredible units for 22. And we've got two incredible professionals ready to walk us through these brand new units.
And if you're watching thinking, hey, I can't talk to, you know, Sean and Trish, they're on top of an RV, don't panic. You can call 866-853-3510 and we will make sure there are specialists to answer all the questions. Do I like this tile? Do I want this backsplash? Can I move the sofas? Yes, that's what they're there to help you do and to get you in something you cannot wait to take your family on the road with.
And that's why we're here. It's the Ultimate RV Expo, giving you these fresh new looks at these brand new vehicles. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the Pack of Wolves right now. Ian, Tiff, take it away.
Trish, Sean, yes, thank you guys so much. And yes, this is Cherokee's Pack of Wolves, and boy, oh boy, you're gonna howl with excitement. Tiff, you ready?
You know what I want to know who's howling with excitement? Probably Sean coming down from the top of that RV. I know he was shaking in his boots. I was like, Sean, you should have just crawled up there. Trish looked like a
Oh yeah, she had,
Beyonce. But yes, you were very wolfy this morning. You've been showing us all of these little wolfies, and I'm excited.
Yeah, at 100%, yes. Cherokee has an excellent lineup. I mean, one of the best selling in the entire industry, and for good reason. And I'm really excited about this segment, Tiff, because we get to kind of start at entry level and then kind of work our way up.
That's what I love, though, that there's like an entry, middle tier, and then like kind of luxury and maybe more upgraded. I feel like there's always something for everyone, and I'm really excited to get in it with you.
Then let's do it. We are going to start off with the Grey Wolf 26 DJSE.
Ooh, I love. And immediately I looked over here. I don't know if you were going back there, but let me.
No, you're good. You're good.
Let me jump right here real quick.
For sure.
I
Get in there.
always love to look in and see kind of storage space. I feel like that's always the number one thing, especially with like travel trailers and all this stuff. Where am I going to store my extra stuff? Well, I was going to say my shoes. Let's be realistic. Where are we going to store my shoes? But also the grill and now the baby stuff. But this is a really, this is a pretty, big size for the travel trailer. I love it. And I love that there's also the flooring that's, I'm assuming, continuing on the inside as well.
Correct. Yeah, you are absolutely correct. And like you said, Tiff, that's something you normally don't get is this huge extra storage in the back.
Exactly.
So I love it as well. I think it's fantastic. And if, for for you to tie them up.
Yeah, Chris was showing me all these leash latches yesterday, and I was like, it's genius. It really is, because you end up starting to try to be crafty and hooking them up to doors and all that stuff, and it always takes off. Oso's he's only 20 pounds, but he packs a big punch, let me tell you. And I love this as well. You can actually store your extra bikes and coolers, and what else would you store on this?
I think you hit a couple of them right there. I mean, it's great for totes, coolers, bikes. You can drop it down. I've even seen people use it as tables.
Oh,
yeah, so you can kind of put something across the top and use it as a table. Yeah, absolutely, getting that extra space.
See the creativity.
100%. Spare tires back there, easy to get to.
Yes.
Backup camera.
Love it.
Yeah, hey. It's it's a pretty decent sized rig. You want to be able to see what's behind you, makes it a heck of a lot easier.
And you said this is entry level.
Yeah. So we're gonna be kind of in that entry level price point. Because it is a little bit bigger. It is gonna have a little bit higher price point, but again, still gonna be considered an entry level camper and a phenomenal one at that.
And what's the length of it again?
So this one, so it's the 26 DJSE. You're probably 28, 29, somewhere in there, I would guess.
That's pretty long, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually short enough for a lot of the campsites and all that stuff, because there is some, I think it's like the, what is it called? Like most of the national parks, there's like a restriction of length. So this is actually a perfect length for it.
Yeah, you absolutely. And kind of that cutoff for, national parks is a little bit different because again, you have to be a little bit smaller yet.
Yep.
But when a lot of campsites, as long as you're under 36 foot, you can generally get a campsite pretty regularly.
Yeah.
If you get an RV that's over 36 foot, that's when you have to start calling ahead, making sure that they have something available, because those spots a lot of times are a little more limited.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So right out here, right outside TV. Yep. And again, I love this because you can take the same TV you have out inside, plop it right down here outside, and you don't have to bring another TV with you. Even though you have a ton of exterior storage in here, you don't want your TV rattling around with everything outside, breaking.
This is genius.
Yeah, it makes it super simple.
Can you buy this just in itself if your rig doesn't come with it, and you can have it installed? Do you know?
Yeah. So it is something. It would be an OEM part, so you can get it from the manufacturer. But let's say something happens, it breaks, or and you need a replacement. Absolutely.
Cool. I love it. This is awesome feature.
Yep. And of course, you want to listen to music. We have outside speakers. You have the LED light up top. Big power awning.
Is beautiful.
Yes. And one of the things I always like to point out too is usable camp space. And this right here has really good camp space both in front and on this side of the steps because we don't have any vents here. You don't have your refrigerator vent, you don't have your furnace vent blowing hot air on you.
I didn't notice that, so I love that you pointed that out.
Yep, so great camp space.
And I love this door.
This door. It's big enough. It's big enough to be a door.
But I love how big this window is, and that I can see the dinette right through it. Like, what a beautiful view to be able to be parked up right by the water, by trees and all that stuff, and then have a meal with a great view.
That is exactly right.
I love it. Can I go in?
You can. Yeah, head on in.
Wow. Wow, this tricked me at first because from the outside I was like, oh, there's in the middle of the unit is a couch. But now I can see it kind of actually separates from the bedroom, so it's really beautiful.
Exactly.
I love that.
So this is actually a fairly common floor plan. We have several manufacturers that have something very similar, and they all put their own little spin on it. But the main I guess, points are you have a campside dinette, double over double bunks in the back, and then this sofa kind of right here midship, and you get all that without needing a slide.
And this sofa folds down into a bed?
Correct. So this will be a jackknife style sofa.
Wonderful.
So you get big storage underneath, which is great for some of
there's
your larger
storage
items.
underneath?
Oh yeah, so if we lift this one up, so you get all that storage right there, which is, yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal for some of those larger items. Great spot for bedding down there. And,
I love
it's kind of a different school of thought. So some manufacturers will put a big old wall in here, like I said, for like that separation of space. But some manufacturers, like Grey Wolf here, they do the half wall, so you get kind of that open feel.
I like that, especially, you said this is about 28-ish?
Yeah, a little bit 29.
It feels longer because there isn't that wall. So I appreciate that there is no wall, but I do see the curtain where you can have that complete separation of space.
Right,
so
give you a little bit of privacy.
You have, a little bit of both worlds, but I like the openness. And sometimes you get crafty on where if you have like people coming over, this kind of gives you extra area for people to sit as well. You know, it's a bed, but you know,
absolutely.
Hey, it's a party in here, okay?
Hey, if it's popping off, you need the space, you can make it happen. If it's me, it's probably because I just didn't make the bed, and my wife is going to be mad that I let people inside the RV, so I'm just going to shut the curtain and be like, hey, it's all good.
Hey, how big is your sleep apnea machine?
So honestly, I mean, it's probably only about yay big. I mean, they're pretty small.
So it's like right there.
Absolutely, yep.
Okay,
so plenty of space right there for it. You know, you got the hookups, you got the 120, you got the 12 volt for your USB port for your cell phones. You can charge your phone at night.
You know what I also appreciate is without the wall, you have a lot more space to walk around the bed, which is a lot of people don't think that it's that important, but when you don't have to crawl across your bread.
It's a big loaf. Listen, this is a huge loaf right here.
Your bed.
Yes.
It makes a difference because you do feel a little bit more. I don't know. There's more walking room. You feel less claustrophobic, and you don't have to get your feet and your shoes. Some people wear shoes in the house.
That is actually a great point, something I never thought of, because I do have a really big butt.
Yeah.
But with this, I can just throw it right on this ledge. Throw it right on the shelf and just shimmy on down.
Unfortunately, I have the mom booty, which, you know, it's tucked under these days, so I don't have the same issue as you, but I appreciate you giving a very
There it is. I can make it all the way around. Yes.
Kev's like, oh my God, you guys are.
That one was for you, buddy. If you turn around, so let's come on in this way. One of the things I really enjoy about these floor plans is campsite dinette. And as you mentioned, Tiff, you get this huge window right here. So you can slide on in, and I can take a look out there. I can see my good friend Jace, or, you know, if I'm camping.
Hey, Jace, what's up? That's a beautiful view. I mean, yes, get that hooves now. He's showing us, like, you know, he's surfing in the ocean right there. And he's having a good time. Yep. Or you can see a bear climbing in the tree. Maybe not. I don't know if I want to be that close to a bear.
At least we have walls, right?
That's true. That's true. No, but I do. What I also appreciate, because we're kind of right across from the stove.
Yep.
And the fact that the windows here, there's a great cross breeze, because I don't know about you, but we throw down in the kitchen, but we also like to fry things, and it gets a little smoky and a little bit of grease in here. So I love that you're able to kind of open both windows. And also have the fan and the AC going, so it kind of circulates everything, and not everything smells like, you know, your delicious chicken pot pie or something like that.
So I don't get quite that fancy, but I'm a big bacon guy.
Oh,
and
see, I don't bake as much. Our families need to go camping together.
Bacon.
Oh,
bacon.
Why am I hearing so many things? I'm not hearing things right today.
You're fine.
You could have gone with it.
I should have been like, oh yeah, you should see me. I mean, cakes, cupcakes, meringue. I got it all.
Yeah. Oh, but this is where I saw the TV goes. Okay.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yep. So you have your TV there, hookups across the way, tons of storage right up top.
Okay, I love it. And then I'm gonna
kitchen.
Have this open here.
Yep. Oh,
I love it. I love it. I love it. And Chris actually showed me yesterday the makeshift
cutting board.
Backsplash cutting board.
Yes.
Words are hard today, but this is so convenient, and the fact that you're able to close this, pull this off.
Yes.
What? Oh, and I don't know if you know, but it magnetized right there too, so you have some sturdy area to prep your kitchen, which is awesome.
Yeah, and you can see, plenty of countertop space over to the side there too, especially with the sink top cover. You're good, you're good.
This is great.
I personally, I really love the color of the sinks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that black stainless steel. I don't know, I really enjoy it. I think it's just a great color, the apron front.
It's like slate and sleek.
Yeah.
And beautiful.
Exactly.
I can give Faye a little tubby time.
A little
in
bath.
Here. This is perfect. It has everything. And this matte, beautiful finish.
Plenty of storage all the way around.
Storage. Get this around. If there's a fire. Actually, I was going to say, if there's a fire, never use water.
Oh, it's a grease fire.
Never. Too much coffee, too many things going in my head today. Never use water on fire.
You also, if you have a cool map like this and maybe Mississippi, we'll throw her down right in there.
M-I-S-S-I-P-P. I'm not going to
You know what?
lie.
That is the very first state I learned how to spell.
M-I-S-S. I think that's what we all learned how to spell there.
Thank you, Mississippi. I appreciate you.
Have you been to Mississippi before?
I haven't.
I've driven through Mississippi quite a few times, but I need to actually stop and explore a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's got to be one I got to put on the bucket list.
Yes.
I've heard good things. My friend Kevin told me really good things.
M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. That's not the tone that we're gonna go. I won't sneak in here as much as Kevin, but you.
All right.
Go
Well,
ahead.
I just want to show. I have plenty of space. Good
Let me see that
good
leg room.
shoulder space.
How tall are you again?
Somewhere around 6 foot. Pretty
6'8"?
close. Close enough. 6'8". 6'8". Man, I wish. Huge sink here. We have the medicine cabinet, the tub. I'll take a step in here too, just to kind of show you folks, plenty of room. I could be, again, 6'1" in here, still be able to stand, no problem.
Did you say tubby time?
Tubby time.
I love it. I love me a good tub. I mean, entry level with the tub, I feel like that seems like a really big upgrade for me.
Oh, yeah. And then in the back, of course, are the double over double bunks.
This is great. I was going to try to scoot in there. But
get on in there, Tiff.
Actually, I'll go
get
in the low
on in
one.
there.
I was going to be really risque and go on top, but I don't want to break bones today. But this is is this a full, what size is this?
Yeah, so you're looking at about a full bed is what you got there, but plenty, it has 300-pound weight capacity on there, so plenty of space for an adult. Yeah, you can cuddle up like that if you want.
Sleep, tick-tocking all the way around. There's so much space. I love it. And is this a teddy? What are they
Teddy
called?
bear bunk? It sure is, yeah. So nice and soft. You got windows.
Y'all.
You got everything you need in there.
This is really fantastic. Okay, entry level,
You got it.
amazing.
Yep.
I know we have a couple more to see.
That we do.
Let's go.
It's so pretty back here. For me, adventure has always come first. My time on the road and the work that I get to share inspires other people to get outside. Let's go find a campsite.
I think up here on the left there's a good spot. Home sweet home.
My name is Savannah Cummins, and I'm an adventure photographer. I really like playing outside, going and getting dirty, and I think what I love most about being in an RV and spending time on the road is having some comfort.
So what's the plan for today?
I think we'll go meet up with Josie and then hike up to American Beauty, which is this climb right here.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And stay out till sunset and come back and have a campfire afterwards. Cool. I think being on the road has helped my career a lot because I can be anywhere at any time with all my gear and all my equipment. Lander for me is really where I started to learn how to climb and shoot photos, so it's a really special place to me. I think both photography and being outside suit me really well. I have a pretty short attention span and get bored pretty easily. And so with photography, it's something different every day. In the male-dominated industry, just not many female photographers are recognized. I want to be known as just a great photographer, not a great female photographer. Photography is a challenge for myself, and I don't like to, compare my work to others and compete with others. It's like something that I do for me. Nice job. Got it. Look at that, 2-finger pocket.
Oh, and she's in the sun.
I know,
there.
she's
That's
like perfectly
awesome.
lit
That's
right
cool.
there, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, ouch. I've grown a lot from spending time outside and spending time on the road and sharing experiences with others. It's really pushed me out of my comfort zone. I stuck it!
I can't believe it!
Sharing my space and the RV with a friend just really makes you closer. and I hope to continue to spend a lot of time living on the road for the rest of my life, for the rest of, you know, the time that my body allows me to.
All right, and was that great or was that great?
I mean, I absolutely enjoyed it. I haven't seen that many in-person spaces like that, so I really liked that layout.
Yes, and I did too. But next, the Cherokee Alpha Wolf, the 26 RBL. If it's just a
Big
couple
Alpha.
of you, the Alpha.
The Alpha, I know.
When you
I
have
was
a name
like-
like Alpha Wolf, right, you have to meet expectations.
You gotta live up to it, and I'm pretty excited. So this is about, I was reading before, about 33 feet.
Yep.
Sleeps about 4 people.
See, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So again, it's one of those where, you know, if you have guests over, you have family over, if you want to let them stay, you can. Or you can
Hey,
just be like,
listen.
I don't have a place for you. Sorry, I don't know.
My
Gotta
mother
go.
lives with us, so she's always like, because we're always looking to upgrade our rig, she goes, I need my own space. And we're like, yes, you definitely need your own space.
Yes,
Love you, Mom.
Yes, you do, Mom.
But
yes,
I'm
you
excited
do.
to see if there's that separation of space for us in here.
Yes, and we'll go inside
Yeah.
in just a second.
Yep,
I
yep.
do want to hit on the outside, 'cause one of the things I really love when you have a big rear bath is this right here, and that's a big rear kitchen. This is a definite win for me. Yeah.
Even just look at this clearance. I was looking at that as well. It's so amazing. This is a
Yep.
huge fridge as well for, I'm gonna
Exactly.
open. Oh, there it is. I just make things so dramatic. Oh, it's nice and chilly in there.
Yes,
Plenty
so
of space.
Right, and that's what I love about it. So again, as I've said before, for me, the big part of my outside kitchen is an outside fridge, and this gives it to me. But they take it even one step higher. Not only do they give me a big fridge, Tiff, they give me an ice maker. Yes.
We were talking about this yesterday. Ice maker is such a huge plus for an
It's a
outdoor
game changer.
kitchen because we want to make sure that, you know, things that we're doing outside kind of stays outside. I know it's RV life, RV living. There's always going to be some things that we drag inside, but if we can keep it outside, the party outside, the better it is.
That
you know?
I completely
appreciate
agree.
it.
It just makes it easier for me and my good buddy Chris to have, you know, our 3-finger pours. I got you,
Three-finger
Chris.
pour,
I got you, just like that. There.
three-finger
Oh, there it
pour,
is.
3-finger
Uh-huh,
pour.
something like that. So plenty of storage right here as well.
Love
And again,
it.
I like the fact that it's metal, so it's super easy cleanup out here.
And very
you got the sink
durable
over
as
to the
well,
side.
too, yeah?
Exactly.
You got the sink, you got the extra storage up
Yep.
here. I'm seeing a little push light as well.
Yes.
I just blinded myself when I turned that on.
Don't stare at the light, Tiff.
But I love it. Oh, is this another door? Is this
That's just
something-
going to be access.
Okay.
So they do that intentionally, though. So
Yeah.
if you have to get to the sink, any of the
Okay.
plumbing underneath, they make it
Oh.
extremely easy.
Makes sense.
And so, yes, so I love that they have that there. And you can see the sticker right here. There is a propane quick connect underneath. So if you do want to do some grilling, I know how much, you know, you and Caleb love your flat top grill. That'll let you do it right there.
That makes sense. I love it. Oh,
Yep.
this is great. This is really roomy and spacious.
Exactly. Tons of space. We have
me
the
more.
gorgeous fiberglass exterior on here too. You know, we're moving up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with aluminum. It's, you know, it's easy to repair, which is a big win. A little bit cost savings. So, you know, again, if you're looking for something a little more entry level, perfect. But, you know, we're stepping it up. You start to get into the fiberglass exterior. Once again, we have a spot for our TV here and our outside speakers for plenty of entertainment.
Super awesome.
Yep.
I always love to feel things. I'm such a texture person. So when I feel the fiberglass, it does feel just so much more sleek and just, I don't know, I love it.
And it's like a car, right? It's funny. I tell my wife this all the time. I'll look at an RV and I'm like, oh, what do we got for rims? You take a look though, right? You have some beautiful wheels on this one too, so it just
Yeah.
really helps it stand apart. Huge pass-through up front. We have the juice pack, so you have some solar up top. We'll take a look at that when we get inside a little bit. And
Now
our
the
leaf
solar, is
flash
that
there,
trickle
too.
charge or is that something that goes directly?
Yeah, so it'll be a trickle charge. So the solar intended on the Alpha Wolf is if you're out, you know, doing a little bit of boondocking, you just want to make sure that your battery is going to stay topped off.
Yep.
This will do a great job. That juice pack will make sure your battery stays juiced up.
I mean, I love that there's already that quick connect in there. You don't have to like really think about reconfiguring or adding to. It just makes it so much more simple.
Yes, and
Love,
another
love,
thing
love.
I want to point out, Tiff, and this is, for me, a lot of times it's the
Oh,
small
I didn't
things.
even see that.
So not only do you have the awesome rims, but right on top of there is you have the tire pressure monitor, and that's a big one. It's something that's so simple, but it's so important because nobody wants to have that bad experience. No one wants to have the blowout, and that makes it just really easy,
You know,
quick checks.
Chris was telling me about that yesterday, and I think it is absolutely such an amazing like piece of you get your peace of mind. Like when you're
Exactly.
driving on the road, I think the biggest thing that you're always worried about is what's going on with my tires. Is everything going on, is everything going good back there? So I love that extra piece. I saw the door too. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, so kind of
seamless.
Yes, kind of like we had on that Gray Wolf. You get that, it's a tempered glass door outside. I know. Well, oh my
I'm doing a lot of like kind of first impression for myself. I didn't walk into this rig before because I really wanted to just have that wow factor.
Absolutely.
And kind of just take it with a grain of salt and soak it all in with you guys real time as well. This is beautiful.
Yes, and this is one of my...
We have our little friend back
Hi,
there.
buddy. He couldn't stay away. Chris loves him some Alpha Wolves.
I love it. Yes, okay.
The Alpha Wolf himself, Chris Young.
Beautiful flooring, absolutely stunning. I love how bright and airy it is. They're doing like, I love like just the warmth that these wood grains that it's kind of bringing into these units. I love the more modernization that all of these rigs have these days.
And this, speaking of modern, this is a little bit more modern too. When you go to like the farmhouse, the kind of like the barn door. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so you kind of have the barn door to close off the bathroom. Kind of a neat look. And this rear bath is massive.
This is like a bedroom.
Yeah, I'll let you explore.
Wow. Okay, beautiful skylight. Tons of room in the shower. I mean, you can fit a baby and yourself in here. It's like, is this considered a tub or not really? It's just a deeper shower pan.
Yeah, it's going to be like a high threshold, a high wall.
No, I actually appreciate like a little bit higher wall of a shower pan because sometimes you're not the best leveler. It's nice to make sure that the water stays in the shower where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Lots of space in here. Beautiful counter. Is this like the same out there? I didn't take a look yet, but this is really pretty.
Yep. So same style countertop. You have that thermoform counter, huge sink, medicine cabinet in there, tons of storage actually right behind where Kevin is. If you open that up.
Kev, I'm making you dance. There's that much room in here that Kevin and I can literally do the tango.
That's what I'm saying.
In the world.
So much storage in here. You have the spot to hang your towels right there.
I almost would take the doors off of this and put a little bit of railing here and make Faye her crib back here. That's how creative we get these days,
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
A great use of space. I like it.
I saw this too.
So yes, as soon as you walk in, you have a full walk-in pantry. I mean, Tiff.
I just walked in. This is that when people say walk-in pantry, I'm like, yeah. No, I just walked into here. And I love that there's a light. We saw yesterday another walk-in pantry, but there was no light, and Chris was like, womp womp, and I'm like, easy to put in a push light. But Alpha Wolf thought of it.
Yep.
They put the light in here already.
Yes.
This is massive. And we like to eat, so we need a big pantry.
I
you know?
do too. Man,
I don't like
I gotta
stuffing. We stuff
Big
all
dogs
of our
gotta
food
eat.
in so many different places. So
The other thing I like about that
Beautiful.
too is they didn't bring the shelves all the way forward. So if you have like a vacuum or a Swiffer or something like that you want to bring with you, there's still plenty of space for it.
Yep,
Some of those
yep,
tall
yep.
uprights.
yeah, exactly. Oh, love.
So your entertainment center, something else that I really love about this floor plan is this right here. So you have that massive pantry, and then your entertainment center is right across your main seating area.
Well, you can also see it from the U-shaped dinette as well. So I think that
100%.
that's a really perfect placement right there as
Yes.
well. I can't get over, seriously, still, I'm geeking over it since last year, how smart the what is it called? The pup? No. Yes. Is it called the pup? The TV mount.
Oh, yeah, the TV mount, yes.
Is
Yeah,
it
no,
called a pup?
it's ingenious. Gosh, I don't know what they call
No,
it, Tiff, to be honest.
I don't even know what it
Here,
is, but
here.
it's still...
What have they got? It is the Paw
See,
International. Okay.
No, it's the paw.
The
It's
paw. The paw.
I knew I had to do something with pup because Chris was really emphasizing it with me, which, I get it. Alpha Wolf.
Makes sense. I just call it a TV mount, but I like the paw better. I'm gonna go with that. The paw mount.
The paw
Massive.
mount. Okay, I love this kind of galvanized texture around the side of the
table there? Yeah.
And also, this is really comfy too.
So
a lot of leg room.
That's the other part I wanted to add, right? When we talk about U-shaped dinettes, not all U dinettes are the same. Some people see a U dinette and they're like, oh, awesome, it has a U dinette, but unless you actually sit in it and feel the size,
No, it's
it can be very different. I mean, here we can easily sit 4 people. Sometimes the U-dinette, it is just 3. The big advantage. Is
that what they consider? Like 3 people is kind of like the average?
It'll be like 3 to 4. Again, it just kind of depends on the size because, you know, if it's a little bit shallower slide, it may not be as deep. It depends on how far they bring the cushions out here. Depends on how big the table
look at I'm sitting all the way back, you know, yonder. I don't know how dirty the bottom of my shoes are, so sorry about that, kids. But I'm fully on this. I'm 5'4", and this is really big. I definitely think that you can sit 4 or 5. Maybe even 6 people.
Well, and when it comes to a U-dinette, the thing you need to look for, Tiff, is actually right down under here, which is knee space.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you have
your legs up. The taller folks, that makes sense. The shorter ones are like, what are you talking about?
I can sit crisscross, I'm fine.
I can sit crisscross upside down. No, that's right. Do you get, where do your
No. So like I said, I have pretty good space. So I could be here, you could still have 2 there and another person over there. So you could easily sit 4 here and be good to go. Plus,
I love it.
Drop it down, you can sleep 2 adults here, no problem.
Yeah, the cushions are super comfy. I wish that I can somehow describe or like transport all of y'all watching.
So you can sit on it?
Actually sit on it. But you can do that at your local Camping World. There's 185 locations.
That's a great
do it
point.
Yourself, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Come on down. We have them in stock. I mean, you can come in, you can sit down, you can see the huge storage for yourself. Sit there, take a look at that. Tiff. Take a look at that.
That is the longest under storage that I've seen.
And they have it on both sides. I mean, massive storage underneath the dinette.
I put my pots and pans are there. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh.
The kitchen.
This is your same favorite kind of slate.
Like a gunmetal.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And they're really big. I love that they're like, that's almost like standard now, these king size, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have the big farmhouse style. You can put pots and pans in there. If you need to cook with those pots and pans, you got the recessed cooktop. You have that cutting board that you loved there.
Beep. You know what I always kind of wish though, because I understand like, you know, the design of putting the sinks on the corner, but I feel like always the use of space back here is kind of like not as easy accessible unless you put like your sugar, your like all of that stuff.
So for me, that's where I'm putting my coffee maker.
Oh.
So that way I have this for like prep space, or when I'm done, you know, with my dishes, I have a place to put them. So they have an electrical outlet right here. So that's where I'm putting my coffee
Actually, you know
maker.
what I'm now thinking? All of these bottles and stuff that I don't, you know, those like whatever drying racks here that would fit perfectly there.
We had like the lawn.
Yeah.
They put all the bottles on.
Yep. That's what we have. Exactly.
See?
Beautiful.
Perfect space.
I love it. And we're ending up in the bedroom?
Yeah, take a look. Head on in. Plenty of space
What
in there.
size bed is this?
Well,
I
large.
think it's like,
how's that?
It's large. It really is. It feels almost like king size. It's that large. Love that you can walk around. Lots of storage space on the side and above. Beautiful windows when you first wake up in the morning, saying hello, peeking out.
Indeed.
I'm obsessed with this Alpha.
Yeah, no, it's great. But you know what? We got another one coming up just after this. So stick around. We'll go check it out.
It really is a beautiful spot to just sit and ponder. Water? We waiting for? RV ready to go? Sure hope we aren't late.
Terry.
Oopsie doopsie. Yep, I knew it. It's the battery.
Hey, folks. Uh-oh. Open hood, never good.
I hope you brought some oranges, because we are out of juice.
Dad joke. Let's get you back on the road. Good Sam Roadside Assistance covers your RV, your trailers, and all your vehicles. And just like that battery, your jump start is free of charge.
What?
I thought you'd like that, Dad. I'm sorry. Make every trip a good trip. Good Sam. Everything you need to have a good trip.
Okay, we gotta go this way.
Okay, right. Stop! Back up! You overshot.
Okay.
You're driving like a mad woman. What's going on?
Hey,
I think that should do it. Okay, fine. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness we have Good Sam.
I don't even know what's worse, your fear of heights or my trying to drive around the lot today.
I'm gonna say you're driving, but no, that was that was fun to get me up on something like that. But I'll tell you who's working hard today. We got Ian and Tiff out there in our pack of wolves over there. They're having a great time showing us the amazing new for 22.
That's right, and I'll tell y'all, if you're thinking, should I trade in? Yes. Are there deals to be had? Yes. Can anybody beat our prices? No. So what you're gonna do, if you're not gonna just sit here and watch us, which you can do all day long, we're here for it, but you can call 866-853-3510 because we cannot wait to get you on the road with your family the safest way we know how. You're not gonna have to wait, right?
No, the best part about it is you can get a unit today because just visit your over 180 locations is what we have when we're talking about Camping World. So jump on into any location right now. You'll find the one that you want on the lot. Could be a Cherokee Wolfpack, you never know. Let's get it over to our friends Tiff and Ian. I'm hanging on. I don't have a seatbelt.
You should really hang on because I need to go show you. There's one around the corner. You're gonna freak. It's so cool.
Oh man, they are having some fun. I tell you what. Hey, come pick me up.
Come get us.
All right, Tiff. Up next in our Cherokee pack of wolves. Oh,
Wait, that wasn't a wolf. Oh, we gotta work on that.
Yeah. Weak next. But up next we have the Arctic Wolf 3770 Suite, and it is sweet.
I am not gonna lie, I did take a peek right before, and I am so excited to show you this one. I mean, I loved the gray. There was very entry level. It had everything that you need. The Alpha was really cool. It was definitely, you had the upgrades. I loved the bathroom, how roomy and spacious.
Yep.
This Arctic,
The Arctic. Yes, yes, indeed. So, before we get in there, though, we do have to start on the outside. We're out here, and there's still a ton to talk about because it's absolutely gorgeous and very functional. As you can see, yes, right off the bat, tons of storage up front. One of the things you start to get when you move up to a fifth wheel is just a lot more storage, and they maximized it here in the Arctic Wolf.
No, I absolutely enjoy the fact that there is just so much space to collect shoes.
Back to shoes. Shoes, lots of shoes.
Caleb knows, but I collect shoes, Caleb collects grills. And when I say he collects grills, we literally have the Coleman with the grates, we have the flat top, we actually have two flat tops, we have the side-by-side. We have so many grills because, we like to host and we like to party. But
it's like my man Chris Young, who has like 15 smokers. Like, he has charcoal, he's got electric, he's got propane, he's got pellet. I'm like, man, what are we doing here?
We like to eat, okay?
I do too.
We eat to live? No, we live to eat.
Live to eat.
We live to eat. Yep, I love it. And you can also pack his snowboards, his surfboard, and all of the fun little boards that he goes on. And
all the boards.
All the boards. And soon there'll be little face boards too. I know that he's gonna be teaching her all the things. Yes.
I'm waiting for that day. It'll make me so happy. But yeah, so tons of space in here. And underneath, this one has the armored underbelly tank enclosure. So all your tanks are going to be enclosed, insulated. Same thing with the water line. So if you are camping in cold weather, it'll help prevent those from freezing up on you.
I think it's a huge plus that we don't talk about that often when it's like an enclosed underbelly, because when you're driving on the road, it's inevitable. There's rocks, there's debris and all that stuff. So to be able to have that, all of your precious lining and all that protected, I think is such a smart thing. And I wish it was kind of a universal standard thing that was practiced in all rigs.
Well, Arctic Wolf understands it. They threw it on there. They know, they get it.
I love it. I love it. You got the
leash latch.
Leash latch. I always have such a hard time saying that, but I love the leash latch as well.
It's a tongue twister for sure. Yeah, up top, got the double awning on this one, actually, Tiff. We have one awning here, another one in the back on the other side of the slide. I know.
So tall. And it's so tall. I'm like breaking my neck. I love it. Okay, two awnings. I see that. I see the LED lights.
Yep.
Those are the outdoor speakers. You're literally doing like concert style, like
lighting out here.
Lighting and sound out here.
Yes.
You got it all. And then this door, I want to show it because I didn't think, is this similar to the Alpha that we saw?
It is.
That we didn't get to show last time?
So again, this is like I said, the Cherokee pack of wolves, right? And so they're able to take a lot of kind of the same ideas and design and put them throughout their different lines, which is great because that's economies of scale, which helps bring the price down and gets you some awesome things like these tempered glass doors.
It's beautiful.
And if you open it up, as I say, you can kind of see the window there, right?
Yeah.
When it's fully closed, you don't see it, but when you open it up, there it is.
Nice.
And it is thin shade ready, so if you want to install that so you can close it down at night to have complete privacy, you can do that as well.
It's beautiful. Can we go
Absolutely.
inside, or do you have more to show me?
No, we can go in. There's
Let's
2 sets of
go.
stairs, the more rides, step above
3.
steps.
I always like to do a little wiggle to
Yes.
see, how sturdy they are. And okay. I'm not gonna lie again. I said I took a peek. I already immediately saw the island, and I was like,
I'm an island boy.
Wait, Caleb literally sings that probably once a day. I don't know if it's
You gotta
like a
get him in
guy
here.
thing,
Come on, Caleb.
but
I got you.
It's something that you're doing. Island boy. Can you be an island boy in Tennessee? Let me know. So definitely
Let
take a look at all
us
my beautiful
know.
manicure. Wow, 10. You're the only 10 I see.
Oh, snap! Got it! Nailed it! Get it, Tiff, get it.
You're the only 10 I see. Y'all, I love it. Okay,
Huge kitchen island.
Okay, yep.
Huge kitchen
Ted,
island.
Ready? You see this? We will sanitize this after, I promise.
That
This is massive.
That is like a 5-foot island. There you
No,
go.
5'4". Look at me.
5'4". There it is.
Is the top of my head meet? Yep.
Huge island.
Love.
LED lights in the front. You
Yes.
got, once again, you have the upgraded countertops, the sink top cover.
Beautiful.
These are tools, actually, that the manufacturer gives you. In the rare event that your slide ever stops working, you can actually use these, put them in a drill.
Wait, I didn't know that.
And so you'll
Manual?
have little motors. Yep, and so that way you can actually bring your slide in so you're not stuck out at your campsite.
I am not gonna lie, when we had our Class A, there was 2 times that our slide was stuck out and we were literally stuck. And what stinks is we were trying to move out that day, so we ended up having to stay, I think it was like another 3 or 4 days, and it put us out of pocket a little bit until we had a mechanic come. So the fact that you have something mechanical,
and that's
manual,
I got you,
is smart.
Well, and that's it, right? Because if you're putting your slide in, you don't notice until you're going to leave. So you have no other reason to put it in. So the day you find out, it's not the day you want it to happen.
Yeah, I love that. Love that standard kind of kitchen area that we saw in both the gray and the alpha.
And again, that's where my coffee maker's going, right there.
Coffee maker, the baby bottles, and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I thought it was a dual oven, but it's a single
I wish it was.
oven.
That'd be cool.
I saw it, but I know underneath is a good place for storage for all of your pots, pans.
Yep.
That's where we stick. That's where we stick all of our stuff down there as well.
Exactly. You have your cutting board. By the way, GFCI outlet here, so that will actually control several of the other outlets. It's one of the things on our YouTube channel that I actually did a troubleshooting video on. So a lot of people have that problem where an outlet just stops working. A lot of people don't understand that GFCI outlet may be tied to like 5 other outlets throughout this camper. So if you ever have those issues, you're having problems with the camper, definitely hop on our YouTube channel. We have troubleshooting videos, how-to videos.
Will it always have a little sticker that says GFC?
Not always, not always. A lot of manufacturers will, but especially if you buy something that's used, may have got worn off, may not be on there.
That's smart. Okay, look at this storage space. This is nice and chilly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's so cold. It feels so good in this Tampa weather, y'all.
And a ton of space in here too. You know, you have like 10 cubic foot, GE, 12-volt fridge, fantastic.
You know what I
Cools down nice
appreciate
and
about
quick.
these RV fridges is that they're so mindful about the different way, how to store different things. You can put your cans, your waters here. You know, in my fridge, they only give you like one shelf, and it becomes so chaotic and messy. But I love that they're very thoughtful about that.
Absolutely.
Love, love, love.
Entertainment center, so that is where your TV will go, right
Monkey
there.
Guide, love it.
And storage up top,
Yeah.
fireplace down below.
See, my only thing is like, how do you expect me? I mean, can you reach up there?
I mean, kind of, but I'd probably need a step stool if I'm actually, you have to be careful.
I guess with the step stool you can reach it. See, I don't think about that things. My life is very, here.
Here and down?
Here and down. The rest is like sky high,
One of the things I do love about this though, Tiff, straight across, look at all of that seating. So
wait,
much
I didn't even
seating.
see, sorry Kev, I didn't even see behind you. There's 5.
There
I was
is.
like, oh, there's 3.
Uh-huh.
And they're so plushy and
Oh,
fancy.
absolutely. And every single one of these are a recliner.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull it.
This is gonna be funny. Go ahead.
Okay, wait, it's a sound.
I was waiting for it.
Na, 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 na. I think you can finish the rest of the tour. This is really great here. I got the AC blowing straight on me.
AC's going, huge windows.
Love those little cute lights. I know Trish doesn't like she mentioned in the past that she doesn't like the fans here, which it is a little bit of like a in your face, but you do need that extra ventilation, and I think it's really important to have.
It's great for circulation.
I wouldn't do away without it, but super comfortable. I see that they're heaters and that there's little massagers as well.
They light up, yep, massage, heat.
Light me up, 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 light me up, up, up. These windows are massive.
Yes, massive windows, very simple for the design on the window. I don't know what. Can't think of a word. I'm blanking, but anyway.
Zebra shades.
Yes.
And the valances.
Yeah, the valance. There we go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Go.
Valance.
I got you.
Yes, but zebra shades down underneath makes it very easy to adjust the amount of light in here too.
All right, this is going to be my favorite.
Yes. So when we come to the back, this is what really makes, in my opinion, that 3770 suite that much sweeter is all of this space.
I'm geeking out. This
my
is
gosh.
truly a family style layout.
Yep.
So smart. You're getting more than just like bunks. You're getting full beds. You can sleep so many people in here.
Top and bottom, you have storage here, storage down below, more storage up top, a space for a TV right here, so both bunks can watch it.
So high. It feels like you're in a toy hauler, honestly. Like you feel like you're in the back of the garage. There's so much storage space back here too, and up top. And I'm in love.
One of the coolest things, Trish or Tiff, is actually right back here.
Stop! Bathroom.
You have a half bath.
And I love that there's an
able to get in here,
door.
Kev? Yeah, take a look at that. So we have a porcelain bowl. We got
some love there,
the sink,
Kev.
everything you need. So I love this because not only is this great, as you said, for families, but if you have friends or in-laws, you know, maybe the in-laws want to come, they have their own space back here.
You know, remember when I told you
here?
my mom lived with us?
Yeah. How nice would this have been, right?
Mom, this is your room. You can sleep down here, or maybe you can sleep up top. You can work down here.
There you go.
You know, we're all loving that remote life.
Yep. Storage underneath, and as we head out,
love.
Couple things. We'll check out the bedroom real quick, but you will see the massive pantry right here as well. So double door, gorgeous. It's lit. So Chris, you don't have to, don't feel bad about this one. It's all lit up, buddy.
Chris
Arctic Wolf knows what they're doing.
That.
Head on up those steps. You can take a look at the bathroom.
I'll be in here in the bathroom, in the shower. It's nice and cool in here too.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful skylight. Again, love the space that they have. The higher upper lip to keep the water in. So much space. Very roomy. Toilet, sink, all of it. Storage. You always are. I feel like they're not ever shy of the storage space. Like the Wolfpack knows.
Oh, the Wolfpack knows. They know.
They get it.
As you step into the bedroom, you have the slide-out bed, so it's a full walk-around bed. You have the standard storage right up front here, which I love. So you can see sliding doors. You get the wardrobe. You have a desk over to the side, so you talk about the remote life. There it is, and you have more storage right over there.
And washer and
with
dryer
wardrobe
hookup.
and washer dryer prep. You got it.
So
if you're looking to do full time, the Arctic Wolf has you covered, and that's the great thing, folks. It's the 2022 Arctic Wolf 3770 suite, and as Tiff can attest, this thing is absolutely sweet.
We love it.
There's not in.
Well, you bought your RV and you're about ready to go on your first camping trip. So now what do you do?
Well, this is such a great segment. I'm so excited Tiff and Chris are talking about this because truthfully, I've never camped. I want to know what I would need because you're seasoned, but there's stuff that you still need to know.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one of my favorite parts about what Camping World does. When I picked up my Class A RV last year, I was stepping up from a Class C. I didn't know anything about a Class A. I mean, I knew the basic necessities of how to drive, but it's a bigger unit. They walk me through from front to back, top to bottom, whatever unit you buy, whether it's a travel trailer, a Class C, a Class A, it doesn't matter. Camping World makes sure you have all the information that you need, and that's not all.
What I love is you can stop at any dealership at any time if you have a question. It is a family, it is a community, and they're making sure that you're safe on the road.
So you need stuff for your first camping trip. When you pull up to that campsite, you got your RV. What do you need? Chris, Tiff, let's get that first camping trip taken care of.
Well, I guess Tiff is Tiff!
Chris, how many times did I tell you that you need to use RV toilet paper? It's cleaning up the mess you made.
I wonder where this was. So, well, actually, that's actually a great lead into what we're going to be talking about. If you are prepping for your first camping trip, or you want some of those first-time camping essentials, I brought my good friend Tiffany Remington to talk about some things you're going to need to get, especially now that you bought that first RV.
Yep.
You guys learned the bumps kind of the hard school way, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you say hard stool?
Hard
way?
school. No, no, there was no innuendo there whatsoever.
Wow, that was really good. Well, since we're really highlighting the toilet paper here,
Yeah.
RV toilet paper, it is a must.
Yes.
We did learn the hard way because we did use regular toilet paper because, you know, we were trying to be a little bougie and we didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
there was a
sometimes
little
you
bit of
want
comfort of our home that we were missing, but we also didn't realize how soft actually RV toilet paper is.
Yeah.
But we did get the
You get the pyramiding effect.
Pyramid effect, which
So
is not fun to clean, let me tell you.
it's not, because you got to remember your black tanks, unlike what you have at home, is an ecosystem. So this paper is specifically designed for RV and marine to dissolve inside those black tanks. And while you're at it, you want to grab some biopacks too for those tanks.
Yep.
Because that's going to help keep everything going so that you don't get that pyramiding effect where when you do go to wash out that black tank, you can actually wash it out as opposed to having something not so pleasant.
Speaking of washing out, another
Yes.
RV 101 that we made was not getting two different hoses.
Two.
One is your drinking hose and the other is the hose that you clean sewer with.
Yes.
And you would think that we would have figured that out,
Well-
but you know, we're like, it's a hose is a hose. But
Yeah.
you definitely don't want to use the hose that you're cleaning your sewage out.
As you're drinking water, yeah.
As you're drinking
well,
water.
see, and that's
they're
the thing.
made differently.
People
too.
don't think about it because we have that one green hose at the house.
Yeah.
And as kids, we would
Right.
drink out of that. Well,
Yeah.
you know, now not so much. So when you're getting your hoses, get the two. Get one that's potable for drinking water, but then also, because you don't know what's going to happen at the campground, get yourself a water filter as well. These can attach either at the water connection or at your RV connection. Easy to use and really helps out whether it's soft water, hard water. But you just want to make sure you protect yourself as well as those lines inside your RV.
And some of the water hoses, there's like insulated water hoses
Yes,
as
yeah.
well, because when we went camping last year, it was like negative 30 degrees. You don't want your hose water to freeze up.
Yeah.
So that's something to think of. Also, there's different lengths, so like 25 feet, 50 feet.
I'd say
I think
get
those
the
are two.
I'd say get the bigger one if you can. Get a
Yeah.
50 feet because you never know. Once again,
I
if
agree.
you're going to be how far away from the connection. And while you're setting up your water, get a water pressure regulator because the same thing. You don't know what that pressure at the campground is going to be. You just made an investment in an RV. Make a little small investment in protecting that water system. And the great thing about those hot water hoses, like the freeze band, those will actually put hot water into the coach as well. So if you're bringing it out of winterization, you heat it up so that you
That
don't
makes
bust
sense.
a pipe or something like that when you're coming out of winter. So
Yep.
good little things to have.
Love it, love it.
And while we're still on the sewer, why are these important?
Well, let me tell you this. Well, first of all, what I love about these, the specific one, it has a clear elbow. So when you're draining the sewage, you can actually see when the water runs clear, and when you're clear, you're in the clear. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. So this hooks up to the sewer, and it also hooks up into your black tank.
And if you're
I love
picking up on what we're dropping down, you want to make sure that what you're dropping down is going to be clear before you disconnect. That's why these are important to get the clear elbow. The other thing is you'll notice sometimes with these hoses, there are some that have a thicker mill width on them. That just means they're a little bit stronger. So if you're going to be at a more active campground where maybe kids are riding bikes over the hoses, over the connections, those are good to pick up because they're a little bit stronger, pretty much indestructible. And then once before you put your RV into storage, or even before you take it out on the trip, it's also important to clean it. Oh yeah, actually get back there in between the blades.
Clean it all nice and well.
Because you want to protect it too.
Right, and these are premium quality brushes. So there's different kind of brushes out there, but you want to make sure that you're buying a brush that is made for the RV because there is fiberglass, some of the gel coating and rubber roofs if they're still out there. So you want to make sure that you're protecting part of the biggest investments in the RVs, which is
Which
the
is
roof.
the roof, yeah, because Tiff made a great point about it in one of our other segments about how it could be a rubber roof, could be a TPO, could be fiberglass. You want to get something that's specific for that roof because that's where most of the moisture has the potential to get into the RV. And you want to use products that will clean it properly as well as protect it properly.
Yep.
Because once again, those things will last 12, 14, 20 plus years. You just got to take care of it. Getting up there every 6 months or so, checking it out, cleaning it up before you get it covered. If you do get it covered, smart thing. Just get that roof clean. And if you don't feel comfortable, our folks will do it for you. Plus, we also will do free roof checks. You just got to bring it into a camping world.
Yeah, and what I love about when you're cleaning the roof, you have an opportunity to check all your seals, as you were saying. And I think that is something we did every like 3 months or so because you just never know. And the wear and tear, especially in the nice sunny Florida sun, it does kind of give a little bit more of
it'll tear
love
it up.
to the to the top of the roof. But
speaking of love, all right, so now one of the things, now you guys learned firsthand too how important it is to have a surge protector.
Right. When we first got our RV, it took us 4 hours to set up just the electric, only because we were so nervous to plug it into shore power because we thought the inevitable was going to happen. We were just going to electrocute ourselves, and we didn't realize that there was a surge protector out there until our neighbor came out at like midnight because we were rustling around, and he's like, "Do you need help?" And then he told us about the surge protector, so we're like,
"You guys look like you might need some help."
I know, we did. We were struggling little ones.
These are so important. You want to get one that matches the amperage of your RV. So they got 30, they got 50. And I wanted to show you these two types because you got ones that are hardwired and then you got the portable ones as well. And if it's hardwired, it just means it has to be installed in your coach. It's a little bit more difficult to upgrade. Yeah. But it'll still do the same protection. It'll give you the readout if you got open ground, open neutral, because at those campsites, you don't know what the power post is going to have. If it's a full campground, you might get brownouts. You got sensitive electronics inside your RV.
Yep.
This is an investment to make to protect them. So you got multiple styles, multiple sizes. Just pick the one that's right for you. And another little handy dandy thing to have is what we like to call the dog bone.
I keep calling it all these other things, but I was like wishbone, dongle,
it's whatever you want to call it. It's a dongle. It's really what it is. It's a dongle. So if you have a 30 amp RV that's going to be connected up to 50 amp service or vice versa, you want to have this handy because you don't want to get to the power post and realize, oh, I only have this 30 amp plug. That's a 50 amp connection. What do I do now?
Yeah.
So getting this, keep it in the storage compartment of your RV or where your power cord is, a great handy dandy tool to keep.
Now, quick question on that. If either say your rig is 50 amp
Sure.
and then there is a 30 amp and a 50 amp plug-in, do you still use this and do a 30 amp or do you plug in straight away to the 50 amp?
Oh, if your RV is 50, plug it into 50. If it's 30, plug it into 30.
Great.
If there's only one option, like if you got a 50 amp RV and there's only a 30 amp plug, get this to plug it into the 30, but just know you might not be able to use both air conditioners
I was
in
just
that
going
50
to
amp
ask
unit.
if you were able to use both air conditioners if that were the case.
I wouldn't.
But good to know.
Yeah,
Good
I
to
wouldn't.
know.
Just,
Good to
just to be
know.
said, could you? I'm sure some engineers or some techs can walk you through the proper procedures. Just me being a scaredy bug, I'd say no.
Yeah, and speaking of, if you have any questions, 866-853-3510. We have specialists waiting on the side, ready to answer any questions, whether if it's a surge protection or this little wishbone.
Yep.
What did you call it?
Dog bone.
Dog bone. But yeah, they'll be waiting for you if you have any questions.
Now, you got a good little nickname for these things.
Adult Legos.
Adult Legos.
They're the best.
Tell me about the stilettos.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I'm going to adopt that. That's going to be the new name. So the Legos are really great when you're in the campground. Inevitably, it's not going to be leveled. Whether if you have your self-leveling jacks, that will only do so much. So sometimes you'll need extra height. And sometimes even, you know, when you park in, it's like this. So
it's not always a level piece of concrete.
No,
Yep.
and so some of your levelers need a couple more blocks than the others. So it's kind of just like a fun little, we call it Jenga piece. So
it also
but we
keeps
love
the
it.
tires off the ground.
Yes, the tires off the ground,
which is important because you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
It might be a lot of moisture.
Yep.
You don't really want that. And you know, to Tiff's point, it might be an uneven surface. These are just great to have because a lot of RVs, you want to make sure they are level just because of the systems in there, the refrigerator, the water heater, all that stuff. You don't want everything going to one side because once again, you're protecting your investment.
Yep.
The other great thing, chalk those wheels. Absolutely chalk those wheels. You might be on the perfect level surface. I don't care. That thing still has round objects underneath. It will move.
Better
Chalk
safe
that-
than sorry.
Better safe than
Always
sorry.
1,000%.
Don't do like I did and end up in a foot boot for 6 weeks because you forgot the chock block.
We learn from all
I'll
of each
stop
other's
it.
mistakes. You know, it's okay.
Yeah, no.
On to something bigger and better
Look,
that you taught me.
I'm not that bright, but I can lift heavy things. That's the beautiful thing about it. Now,
Speaking
yes,
of heavy things, what
Yes.
about that big fish that you caught?
these are so.
You know?
So at Camping World and
Big
Gander,
fish that he caught.
we have these awesome coolers that have a lot of them will have the measuring sticks on top of them. This is where, like Caleb, when he goes fishing, will say, "Look at this 10-incher that I caught." It's beautiful for when you want to lie to your buddies. And Tiff, how do we take pictures of it? What do we do?
You hold it straight up like this and put your body as far back as possible.
It makes the fish look huge. Now,
that's
unless you
the
got a
secret.
forehead like this, a 7, 8, 9 head, then it's no help for you. I'm sorry.
Gosh,
but
I-
no, if you're looking
different
for
ones.
soft-sided coolers,
Yep.
hard-sided coolers, ones that have the cup holders, insulated, if you need something that's going to last for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, backpack coolers, whatever you need, trust me, we have the coolers that are going to make that camping trip so awesome. You're going to find
Camping
whatever you need.
trip,
to camping.
tailgating,
Oh, yeah.
boating, like.
Oh, speaking
you
of
must
tailgating.
have the coolers.
Speaking of the tailgating.
Yeah, show me all of these. These are
So-
my favorite. Actually, I've had all of them.
Yes, I do have a home grill. I got a big giant one that I love using, but I've found that we use this way more often because it's a lot easier. It's mobile. These are made to fit inside the pass-through storage of most RVs. So they're portable, they're lightweight, but they're still heavy duty. And if you notice, like with these Coleman road trips, you got a lot of these grates have a ceramic coating on them, so
Yeah,
it's
they're
easy
really
to clean.
nice and
They're
heavy
heavy
duty.
duty, but they're still lightweight. And look at the cooking surface that you have. The burner under here covers the entire surface. I mean,
I
Tim,
noticed that there's not a lot when we cook, because we've had this Coleman for years now. There's not a lot. It cooks very evenly. You know
Yep.
how there's normally like hot spots
Yep.
like here and there. This is like a really great way to kind of just keep everything consistent. now
Speaking
I
of
love
cooktops,
this flat top so much. You can cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We actually our power went out last week and we pulled this little bad boy out, so it was a great lifesaver as well. But super easy to clean, very versatile.
opens up that cooking experience.
Oh,
Do breakfast.
1000%.
I mean, the whole night. These flat tops, not only are you seeing them more common inside the outside kitchens of RVs, but a lot of people are picking these up to use them at home as well.
Yeah,
and you
I
guys
mean,
did the
see, we
shaken
did.
beef on there.
I know, which we got to do again on
Yes.
this RV Expo Life.
Yes. Oh, let me tell you what. You know, I'll be there if you guys are making the shaken beef. And last
We'll
but not
shake
least,
something
you can't go RVing without the recreation portion of it, which is enjoying your campsite. From all types of patio mats, even ones that have lights on them, to the
different-
chairs.
The
Yep,
chairs,
the
which
chairs.
is the club chair.
Yes,
Y'all,
the
the club
padded club
chair
chair.
is my favorite. It's a must. It's an absolute must. You can use have baseball games. People
Yeah,
have been
oh,
using
it's
it for,
great
and,
because-
like outside of camping.
Well, we have more camp chairs than anybody in the country at Camping World. So whether you want a zero gravity recliner, you want the rocker, you want the 300-pound capacity padded club
So
chair,
good.
which is just a luxurious hug from grandma, you're going to find it at Camping World in Gander. Plus, they all come with the carry straps and the bags.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah,
Super
I have a lot of
easy.
friends that don't even have RVs, but they bought their camp chairs so they could take it to the kids' baseball games and whatnot. And then
The different. Okay, you were telling me the different premium luxury lines of the bonfires.
yes,
we
fire
have
pits.
we have the beginner, the intermediate, and the luxury plus.
Well, and what's great is you can pick your style. If you need something that's going to burn propane or wood, you got those options. Like this, I like to call the entry-level fire pit.
Yep.
Because you just use regular wood. We have 3 or 4 of these at the house we set up all around for the kids. Then these right here are great because they hook up to one of those little 1-pound propane tanks, the little red campfires.
Love it.
Cook your marshmallows. But if you really want a great camping experience, if you do have
Smokeless?
small ones,
The smokeless
the
one.
smokeless
That's really
fire
beautiful.
pits are amazing.
Oh,
So.
I love it. I need all of them. I actually need all 3.
Yeah, no, I agree. But regardless, you're going to find all 3 and more when you get prepared
Pretty?
for your pretty first time camping trip, or just some camping essentials at campingworld.com or at your local Camping World.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah, Trish, what's up?
is it me or is this luxury living?
This right here makes me a happy camper.
Right in front of our happier camper. You know what would be even more magical?
What's that?
If we were out with our rear luxury living RVs.
Oh, we're going to get into a segment right now. Rear luxury living is what it's all about, because we're going to step it up a notch and show you just how luxurious being on the road with your home
Yes.
can be.
There is nothing that takes the place, honey, of having your home, the comfort, the convenience with you. And as Sean says, I have become converted because I like it bougie. And you're about to see what real luxury living looks like.
Oh my goodness, we are so ready for this. And the good news is you don't have to worry about airline tickets or anybody else being in your hotel room.
No.
This is your home away from home. And what do you say we take a look at what rear luxury living is all about? Take it away, guys.
Oh, Trish, Sean, we'll show you some rear luxury living. Will we not?
Let me tell you, it is best for families, best for couples, best for everybody that just wants to enjoy the outdoors in an RV. It's rear living luxury style.
I'll tell you, Chris, I'm pretty excited, buddy, because I get to show a gorgeous rear kitchen. It just happens to be the Outback 332 ML, or as my good friend Chris Young likes to say,
the chalet
on wheels.
Oh, I love it.
All
Let me
right,
tell you.
buddy. Well, I'm going to go check this one out.
Go have fun with it. I'll see you in a Arctic Wolf here in a bit.
All right, here we go. Come on up. All right, we're actually going to go all the way to the front here for a couple reasons, because there is some really, really cool stuff on the outside of this Outback. First off is this right here. Folks, this is the BAL leveling system. This is an auto level system. That is something that is extremely rare to find on a travel trailer. We see it in some of your higher end fifth wheels. Very rarely, very few brands put it on a travel trailer, and I love the Outback did it, because folks, this is one touch of a button, super simple and easy to use. This bad boy is gonna level itself out so you can get to camping that much quicker. Of course, propane right behind that, but folks, look at the front. Do you know what that is? That's a full front cap. Once again, we talk about things a little more rare, something that really sets the Outback apart. That's another one. There used to be a lot of manufacturers that had a front cap. They started going away from them. Outback didn't. They stuck to it. They know the value. They know that it's going to protect that front end of the camper, so that way you're not going to get leaks on the front end. It's going to give you extra insulation value. You have this awesome rock guard right down underneath. Very sleek looking. The LED lights, I mean, they knocked this thing out of the park. And look at this. Again, folks, full cap wraps all the way around to the side. Big kudos to Outback. When we talk about luxury, that is definitely the sign of a luxury travel trailer right there. Then we come into your front storage. And what did they do? They're like, hey, we know you don't want to have to reach all the way in there. You can't climb in there. It's tough. So they give you this tray so you can reach all the way to the back, fully utilizing this storage space. You'll also see in here is your solar charge controller. That's what this little blue box is right there. You can connect to that via Bluetooth. You have an app that you can track everything, your incoming power, everything you need to know will be on there. You can see trends, everything else. Plus, it is prepped for an inverter. This one has the Solar 200. If you want to upgrade to the 400, folks, get that inverter so you have some inverted outlets plus more solar up top. You can definitely get it here in the Outback. Outside TV hookups there with your electrical outlet. Naturally, we are under the power awning right up top. Some speakers if you want to jam out to some music, or if you want to be out here and listen to music and maybe do a little bit of cooking, well, we can do that too. Because right out here is our outside kitchen. 2-burner cooktop that is built in. Now, bear in mind, this plugs into a propane quick connect underneath. So, you know, if you got a Blackstone or something you want to hook up, shoot, go ahead and do it. You can leave that sucker tucked in, put your Blackstone right there, good to go. Plenty of drawer space here for your bottle openers or whatever else you need. Spatulas, forks, plasticware, you got it. Large refrigerator. More storage up top. You have the kind of metal countertops out here, which I like. It's super easy to clean, and an electrical outlet. So that way, if you need to plug in an electric griddle or, you know, Margaritaville machine to make your margaritas, let me know. I'll be there. We'll party. But that gives you the spot to plug it in right there. Again, part of the auto level system. You can see that right along the back. Those are going to be your stabilizer jacks, fully enclosed and heated and insulated underbelly, and this one has backup camera prep on the back in case you do want to back up. You'll also see the roof line, how it kind of comes over a little bit there, folks. I'm telling you, they absolutely knocked it out of the park with this thing. Your Lippert solid steps. You have the foldable grab handle, and then we come inside and, oh baby, man, did they do a good job. Folks, we talk about luxury. I mean, this is it. This is it right here. I get to sit back. I love that they went to cloth seats. For the longest time, manufacturers shied away from cloth. They used to have it all the time. And then they went away from it and they went to this leatherette, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's easy to clean, but there's something about cloth that I really, really like. You know, this is what I have on my furniture at home, and for good reason. I love it. You'll see right here, you have a spot for your remote, some cup holders, naturally the theater seating. Both of these do recline, and right across the way, oh my goodness, huge TV, beautiful, a ton of storage all the way around. I love the slide fascias and the sides of the slide. You know, it kind of has like this two-toned wood look. You can see that massive fireplace down underneath. Look at that thing, Kev. That is a big fireplace, buddy. Not only does that look gorgeous, but it's also almost nearly 5,000 BTUs that thing is putting out, meaning that it's going to heat this space up. You have a barreled ceiling. You know, I'm 6 foot tall, guys. Don't know if you heard. If you haven't seen it, haven't heard about it, you haven't watched my videos, because I've been told I say it a lot. But I want you to get an idea of size. I want you to get that frame of reference, right? You can see I am 6 foot tall and I still have a ton of space. You have the AC unit right here, but it has the blade system. This blade system is phenomenal. It's going to knock down that noise by about 30 to 35%, and it's going to be a 360-degree vent, so it's much more even cooling. We make our way to the back here. You have the dinette right next to your theater seating, easily seat 4 people there. It's a, what they call, you know, legless, essentially. You can see that right there, that, you know, it has a little bit different system. You don't have the legs right here that you're fighting with. You can drop that down into a bed. No carpet in the slide either, and look how it just blends seamlessly, seamlessly, right? Yeah, that sounds right. You can't even, what I'm trying to say is you can't even tell that it's there. You don't even really know that it is a slide. They did a perfect job of tying all that in. Yeah, some extra storage right back here. Open that up for you so you can take a look. So good pantry storage. One of the things I really appreciate, there's a lot of manufacturers that make a floor plan that's kind of similar to this. What Outback did is they made sure that this door could open all the way up. Folks, I know that seems silly. You're like, Ian, why wouldn't they? I'm telling you, you'll see some out there that you're only able to open it about this far because it's going to hit the slide. It's that small attention to detail that I really, truly appreciate. You'll also see its magnetic closure. That, again, having that magnetic catch, I like that over the push style. It works a lot better. Your refrigerator, you have the 12-volt GE refrigerator. Why do I love that in here? Well, because it's 12 volt, it's gonna run off your battery. I don't know if you remember when we were outside, but I mentioned this one already has the 200 watts standard. If you wanna upgrade that to 400, you can, and that's gonna help power your battery, which means that your refrigerator is gonna basically be able to last indefinitely, which is awesome. It stays nice and cool. You don't have to wait for it to cool down like you do on the gas absorption. Absolutely fantastic job. Then we get into the rest of the kitchen, folks. True solid surface countertops on here. Got a little sparkle flake. Love the way it looks. You'll see that recessed 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. Nice large oven plus additional storage underneath there. And one of the other things I love they did in the kitchen is the backsplash. If you talk to my friend Trish, she'll tell you, with your backsplash in RVs, you need to go all the way up. And that's exactly what they've done in Outback. They didn't, stop right here where it breaks your eye line. They went all the way up. Really cool design. Electrical outlet in the back, so you have a spot for your coffee maker. You have the sink right over here to the side with the drying racks, the high-rise faucet underneath. Look at that. Enough storage for a trash can. I love when they do that. I hate having a trash bag out. Plenty of room there. Lots of drawer space. And all of this countertop prep space. And this is what the rear kitchen is about. This is living in luxury. You have amazing seating, the fireplace. You can see your big, beautiful solid surface countertop, storage all the way across the top. Wine rack for one of those late nights, Maybe if you're like my wife watching The Bachelor, trash show by the way. But, hey, she loves it and I sit there and drink wine with her, so why not? You'll also see all the way around is more storage. All right, it's not that bad of a show. It's fine. Making our way up, show you a look at the bathroom here. So as we come into the bathroom space, You have a porcelain bowl, good leg space, you know, plenty of room for my shoulders. Shower right in front, big sink over to the side, linen closet. I love having that extra storage space. As I take a step in the shower, again, just to give you an idea of space here, you can see no problem. I can stand up here, especially with that skylight. Shoot, Kev, I could be 6'3" and still standing here. Plenty of room. Because it is neo-angle, I'm able to turn nice and easily. I like the door design too. You know, again, they didn't have to put anything in, but they did. They amped it up a little bit, made it a little bit nicer. Here, I'm gonna shut this, Kev. Why don't you meet me up here in the bedroom, just to kind of show everyone that, hey, you have 2 different entrances and exits into the bedroom, which is cool because then you can just go right into the bathroom. If you're like me and you know, you have to get up a few times in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, well, you can do that and not trip all over. Just walk right in, do your business, come right back to bed. You'll see you have a dresser at the foot of the bed. Gotta love that. Open this up, and that's right. What do we have in there, folks? Not only do you have shelving, but if you want, you have washer dryer prep, and that's a huge one. That again is something we don't find very often in travel trailers. You'll see it in higher end fifth wheels, pretty rare in travel trailers. I love that they have that option. Don't get me wrong, the majority of people don't get one because they don't stay long enough in their camper to justify it, but if that's something you're interested in, and maybe you don't want the fifth wheel, you like the travel trailer, write this one down. This is the Outback 332 ML. You definitely want to, you know, if you're looking to spend a lot of time in it, you want washer dryer, this is one of them. Real quick on some specs, this one's a little under 38 foot long, I think it's like 3710. You're about 8,700 pounds dry or so. So, you know, you want to make sure you have the vehicle to tow it, but 3/4 ton truck should be good. Right up front here is your wardrobe. Great wardrobe space. You got the rod there, you got the storage up top. As we take a look at the bed, look at that, folks, king size bed, right? Talking about luxury. You want to live like a king. This will let you do it. You got the king size bed. You have windows on both sides of the slide for cross ventilation. Roller shades on there too, I may add. Those are fantastic. They just work. I also like that the headboard, once again, kind of like they did in the kitchen, they took it all the way to the top of the cabinets. Thank you. That way it's not breaking that eye line. Storage all the way across the top. Second AC here in the bedroom to make sure you're staying nice and cool. TV hookup over there on the wall. So that way if you want to watch a movie, you can certainly do that. And last thing I want to hit on, folks, right underneath, take a look at that. At first you may have thought, oh, Ian's going to show us some storage. But do you know what this is? That's a dog kennel. How cool is that? They know that, you know, a lot of us have dogs and we want to take them with us, right? They're part of our family. This lets you do that. Your dog wants to sleep underneath your bed. I know it happens all the time. This gives them the ability to do that. Plus you still have storage right over here to the side. Perfect for, you know, your dog food, whatever else you need to put in there, maybe bedding, who knows? But they still give you the storage plus the dog kennel. You know, it's no wonder my good friend Chris Young calls an Outback a chalet on wheels. Folks, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. It truly is luxury rear living. And for me, that's one of the coolest things is that we have so many different RVs available in stock. As you've heard, if you've been watching, folks, over 40,000 RVs in stock. If you love this Outback 332 ML, you can tow this sucker away today. It can be yours. You don't have to get it, you know, order it and wait 5-6 months. You can have this one today. And maybe you're looking for something a little bit different. Maybe you're like, I like that, but I want some changes. Well, don't worry, folks. There's plenty of rear livings we have in stock. My man Chris is going to show you one right now.
We're Wade and Abby. We love camping because it gets us outside, and this is our playground. This is where we adventure, this is where we find inspiration, and this is what we love to do. It's a lifestyle for us.
We're here! In, honey?
We're out here in the beautiful Arizona desert getting off the beaten path.
So here's some of our best tips and tricks for off-grid camping. Off-grid camping means you're gonna wanna have all your essentials and necessities with you because you're not gonna have your amenities close by.
So you can never have too much water in the desert. Always make sure to top off the water supply before you hit the road.
Now you may not have cell reception when you're out here, so that means you're gonna wanna have some analog mapping. Bring an atlas in the RV or even just download a digital map right to your phone.
Oh, check this out.
Make sure to fill up on gas before you head out and bring an extra gas can just in case.
And you want to make sure you camp in areas where you can go play outside and do the things you love to do.
Whoa! Yeah!
Sunscreen's important anytime you're outside, but especially out here in the desert. So don't forget to use a high SPF and reapply often.
Always make sure to bring the tools to swap out a flat tire and make sure your spare tire is in great shape. In case of emergency, it's important to have a satellite communication device, especially when you're off-grid camping. Waterproof matches or a lighter are a must when you're out here to start a fire because when the sun goes down, it gets chilly.
As a professional makeup artist, camping allows me to get out into nature and always re-inspires my creativity.
It's the epicenter for adventure, and this here is a perfect base camp.
Oh! Oh, rookie. Rookie mistake.
Camping in an RV allows us to get out and experience something new and different on every trip.
We're super stoked for the next adventure.
How amazing is that?
Wow, it looks really good.
Big Dog, you absolutely crushed that chalet on wheels, baby.
Thank
and
you,
you're
sir.
right. You're right about two things specifically.
All right.
If people want the chalet on wheels for a travel trailer, Outback's the way to go. And that show is garbage.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, sorry. Look, if you're a fan of that show, I can't help you. But what we can help you with is some more rear luxury RVs
Yes,
that
sir.
are just not only fit for space, fit for style, but also fit for budget. And with it being Camping World, you're going to find over 40,000 RVs on the lots right now that you can take home today. You can't camp in an order form if you go to a show, plain and simple. So if you've been looking for a fifth wheel, you just saw the travel trailer, let me talk to you a little bit about a fifth wheel, the 291 RL Arctic Wolf. Big Dog,
Go
you know,
get it, buddy. I'm
you know how
excited
much I
about
love
this one. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great size, man.
Great size, under 34 feet, under 8,500 pounds dry. For a fifth wheel that can sleep four. The great thing about the Arctic Wolves, they are the mid-size, luxurious, but spacious couples coaches. And we're gonna start, Fritz, we're gonna pop out. I know the AC is dripping back here, so watch just a little bit. I wanna show you a couple of things that Cherokee is known for. Number one, we got the rack that's built in to the back of the RV. Having that is so awesome. Plus we got the grill that can be mounted right here on the plate in the back that swings around. So if you want to do that outside grilling, you don't have to worry about where you're going to put it. And this one does come with the grill that fits on there. Plus we got the rear observation camera there. You see the beautiful arch on the ceilings on this beautiful fifth wheel with the 3-inch rain nozzles to keep the water off the slides and off of you. And speaking of the slides, insulated all the way around. Beautiful graphics, foam insulation, large panoramic windows that we are going to see once we get on the inside. And if you notice, I'm kind of holding the paw mount in my hand. Another great innovation because Cherokee and Forest River, when they teamed up, they really put together a think tank for RVs. Ones that they said, you know what, we're going to challenge the industry. We want to give people something that isn't just a cookie cutter floor plan. We want you to feel like it's your home and it's your special home, not the one that's in a campsite right next to you. We want to give you something that you're going to love, that's going to last for a long time. You got aluminum rims on this bad boy. You got the Dexter Easy Lube axles. You got the Accessibelly underbelly with forced air heat down there to keep the tanks heated when in transit. So if you're going through cold weather, you don't get that nasty black tank or gray tank busting. And look, when you got a 49-gallon fresh and dual 35s, 35-gallon gray, 35 black, they bust. It's a bad day. That's a bad day nobody wants. Fritz, do you want that? No, Fritz don't want that either. Jace, do you want that? No. I don't want, nobody wants, you don't want that. That's why Forest River's giving you the forced heat. Solid steps. Plus, you got the magnetic anti-slam latches on all your storage doors. You'll see right here, there's your grill that'll be mounted on the back. This is pass-through storage with the motion sensing light, cable hookup, as well as 110 outlet that's a GFCI, all with the cables that come right through the porthole right here because you don't want exposed connections on the outside of your RV. Sure, there is a good security measure, but more than anything, if you got the kids running around the campsite or if you got, you're active, you're out here doing some things, you don't want to accidentally knock the TV connection out, knock the power out. That's also going to be a bad day. You also got the 1,500-pound tie down right there, the leash latch, giving you some safety and security for the four-legged friends while they're out. Large awning, adjustable, the Solera power awning with the LED light strip. And since it's Forest River and the Arctic Wolf by Cherokee, you gotta have the blue lights, both on your driven external marine grade speakers and on the light, because you just gotta get funky with the blue Abadi Abadu. Got the Rhino box, pin box there, storage underneath, full rounded edge cap right here with double insulation. Plus, it's got that aggressive profile and that aerodynamic that just gives you less wind resistance while going down the road. Beautiful setup at the campsite, beautiful going down the road, just like our 100% tint tempered glass door right here that is thin shade ready on the inside, serves to help cool the coach down as well as give you some privacy. When we go on the inside, this is what I'm talking about. Spacious, mid-sized couples coach. Now sure, this 33-foot, 6-inch beauty will sleep 4 people comfortably, because right here along the back wall, you'll see not only dominating with that giant panoramic window with the solid wood balances and the residential styled LED sconces, we have a pull-out hide-a-bed sofa. Comfortable, plush, thick, and let me tell you, it seems like every year the cushions inside the RVs just get thicker and more comfortable. This right here, plush, comfortable, gets a good night's sleep. If you do want to bring the grandkids, or if somebody's visiting, you got the space to let them sleep right there. Dual 110s on both sides, as well as USB charging. And with our end tables, you got the live edge around the end tables and cubby storage. Now I know Trish isn't a fan of these, but I am. Sorry Trish, I love you. But zebra shades, because it gives you a chance to kind of adjust the light. Plus, to me, it just looks cool. I want form, I want function, but I also want something that is gonna be kind of cool. So having the zebra shades was a very nice innovation that Cherokee kind of hangs their hat on, being able to provide you the innovation as well as the form and function, including the palm mount. This is the back that goes on your TV. If you want to set this in the bedroom, you want to set this outside, or you want to mount it right here in the entertainment center, just slides right in place. And now you don't have to have 3 separate TVs when you're doing the entertaining, because as a couples coach, do you really need 3 TVs anyway? No, just pick it up and move it around. Don't waste the money. There's no need. Beautiful solid wood style cabinetry here with these shaker style cabinets with the matte black features on the pulls, plus the frosted glass inlay that's also textured, giving you some deep storage inside this Arctic Wolf. And we do have the blue backlight, which just adds nice ambiance, especially if you have a nice big TV like here, right here, like a 50-inch LED hanging on the wall. That blue backlight actually does make it look good, especially at night, and it serves as a good night light. Component shelf down there. You got your driven AM/FM command center, which does have near field. It's also dual zone, USB, and HDMI, and our electric fireplace. Kicking out some heat right there. You're looking at roughly 4,000 BTUs of heat coming off of there, along with your 35,000 BTU heater inside this 291RL. You're going to do a good job of keeping the insulation keeping the temperature where you want it, because the insulation is going to help out too. You got 2-inch foam core all the way around this unit, including on the floor down here, which is known as the Sweep Easy floor, because if you notice, there's no heat ducts in the floor. You also won't get any soft spots there, and it'll be easier to clean. You don't have to worry about the particles falling into a vent, which might be on the floor. Comfort and convenience. You're going to get that a lot when you're talking about the Arctic Wolf. Over here on the campsite, before we get to the kitchen, you got the beautiful, nestled under those giant panoramic windows, extra wide 2-seater recliners with massage, heat, and light. Plus you got the console in the middle to hide all the magazines, the remotes. Got your cup holders right here. Good space, and you got the windows behind you. And let me tell you, people say you can't sleep in a recliner. I have done it a few times, probably more than I should. But when you open up those windows, especially if you're at the beach or the mountains at night, you got the fireplace going, you kick that thing out and you get the heat and massage going, I'm out. I'm sleeping. I'm older though, probably much older than people watching this, especially in Florida, but being a Virginia, North Carolina boy, by the way, I'm sorry y'all are getting horrible weather right now because it's beautiful down here in Florida. Please don't dislike me for that. Dislike me for the giant 789 head and the fact that I sleep in the recliners. Got the freestanding 4-seater dinette right here with the live edge solid wood table. Once again, got the little inlay here with the LED lights with residential sconces, zebra shades, and the solid wood valances. And since we do have opposing slides, opens up this space, allowing for an island kitchen. Got that pressed surface designer countertop here with the molded edges. Gone is the T-mold, in is the bevel and the designer look and feel. Plus you got the undermounted stainless steel sink, farmhouse style with the apron, and the matte black featured sprayer handle, giving you 4-corner access to cleaning those pots and pans or spraying off that giant turkey that you're gonna be baking in the oven over here. Look at all the storage space that you have here too. Good utensil drawer right there. Yeah, nice and separated. Look at that, Kev. Look at it. Solid wood, full extension on the ball bearing drive. And if you notice, I don't know if you can see it or not, but what's down in there, Kev? What do you see down in there? You got the blue lights inside your island over here, because why not? If we're Forest River, we putting a blue light on something. It's a party. It's a party. Just like my dad would put shag carpet in anything, Forest River's gonna put a blue light in something. You got more of those frosted glass inlays right here on your storage cabinets, right above your prep area and your off-campsite kitchen. Tons of storage, tons of space, tons of convenience inside your 291 RL. Flush-mounted 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover, the 16-inch Greystone oven, plus the pot and pan drawer underneath. And how about this? This to me I thought was just such a cool thing. They gave you a wood cutting board that doubles as a backsplash that also are magnets to keep it in place so it won't be flopping around while you're driving down the road. Add that to the fact that we got the Everchill 12-volt fridge, freezer combo, vibration smart, frost resistant, just beautiful.
It's just beautiful. Read my lips, it's coming out.
And, oh, speaking of North Carolina, boy, go ahead. You can find me in Kernersville. Love that little area, great camping there. Filling up this map as we're out here in Florida. Got the dual USB charging and 110 outlet over here for our little coffee station. And you got the frosted glass inlay in the pantry here with the light, some good storage shelves. Also goes all the way up to the ceiling. Right here is our 15K BTU AC. Plus we got the wood inlay with the LED sconces here and my 8-inch driven subwoofer. Now, coming up here, you got the LCI One control, which you can do from your cell phone. Great little additional feature, just Bluetooths in, control some of the features of this RV right there. You do got your 110 heater here as well. All your controls, HVAC controls, come into the bathroom here. And I gotta tell you, my buddy Ben Hanlon that works for Forest River, he does this, this little test on the shower door. And let me tell you, I'm not gonna do it because I think I might hit a little bit harder than Ben, but he would pull this shower door out and just punch it because it's almost indestructible. But I like how you got more entry space and you still have a privacy door inside your shower. Large inlay here in the skylight, corner notches inside my 36 by 48 shower. Large sink right here as well with the matte black features, 110 outlet, linen storage. Got the vanity right there, the pocket door. And we come into the suite with the queen size bed. Come on, kid. Palm mount over here in the corner with my cable hookup, my second 15,000 BTU air conditioner right here inside the slide, or right here inside the front cap. And you notice you got over 6 feet of head clearance in the front cap. Great since this is your bedroom because you won't have such a low shelf underneath the queen size bed. With the blue light, because it's Forest River, got the LED lights there. Ward storage on both sides. The 291 RL, 33 feet, 6 inches, roughly 8,400 pounds dry, giving rear living luxury to the fifth wheels. And speaking of luxury, such a great luxury pick here, but wait till you see the picks Ian and I have coming up for you right now. I gotta go.
I'm soaking in the weather. We are soaking in Tampa, Florida. It is week 3 of day 2. I'm so excited I don't want to leave. Of the Ultimate RV Expo. I'm Trish Sir, my partners in crime, Tiffany Remington, Sean Parr. We have been having a ball, guys, haven't we?
I am so excited, and we're rolling right into
Yes.
it. Pick of the week, you guys. Airstream, I love me. I always think of like a Chipotle burrito every single time I look at it. Every time I look at an Airstream, I love them.
I'll tell you something right now. Chris and Ian just showed us some amazing rear luxury living,
Yep.
but when you talk Airstream, it doesn't get any more luxurious than that, and you're going to love our pick of the week.
And when I tell y'all, this is one that as soon as you get in it, you get a cold chill. We know that we have all the 2022s, but this is a 2018 that I promise you, you don't want to miss. It's the best part of Camping World is all of the deals that we have.
From the sunshine of Florida, Chris, Ian, take it away.
You know, Detective Ian, being Camping World Vice, we're able to find great RVs for the people.
Some of the best deals. My good friend, what are we in, Chris? Why don't you tell everyone what we're in right here?
We're in a beautiful 2018 Airstream that is on the lot right now at Camping World in Florida.
Yes, sir.
Just like all of the great used RVs you can find. We have more used inventory than anybody in the world. And this is just a sample of what you're going to find.
This is just one pick of the week, and this thing, like most used inventory we carry, is pristine.
This is one that I'm sure a lot of the guys that we chase as Camping World Vice would love to have, Ian.
Who wouldn't? It's a Globetrotter. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. Look at the seating.
This is comfortable. This is plush. This is a bed.
Yes, it is. Drops down into a bed. You have windows all the way around. Something about the Airstream, just being inside it. You know what? This is Ian approved.
Oh, okay.
It's iconic.
Okay.
It's aeronautical.
I love it.
And it's nostalgic.
Oh!
Just takes you back.
Oh, we need an award for that. We need the Ian RV award. Oh, I love it.
There it is.
It is the most iconic RV out there because of how it's made. You got over 3,500 rivets in this bad boy put on by two people.
Two people.
Each putting those rivets in. That is just ridiculous.
I don't think people understand how much work that is. Not only is it two people, but you have to be in sync. Every rivet.
Yep.
Every single one.
And this has the EcoBag insulation, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Which is hypoallergenic. It also helps with noise reduction.
Yep.
And is better than like some of the R7 insulations that we have even in our houses, right?
Absolutely.
That's
yes.
beautiful.
And
I mean, you just can't beat an Airstream.
Yeah, and it's aluminum. You know, I mean, again, people. It's the great thing about Airstream is it is a generational camper. It will last for years to come. When your kids will grow up in it, they will love it, and they'll move on. And then they have kids, and you get to hand that down to them, and they get to your grandkids get to have the same experience that you gave to your kids, and you can do that in an Airstream.
But the best part is, since it's used, they don't have to pay the price that the grandparents paid when they bought it new.
That's exactly right.
And you can rest easy because you bought it used from Camping World. That's why during the Ultimate RV Expo, we wanted to do a couple of special picks to show you what's available near you. This is right here in Florida.
That's right.
So if you wanted to come get this, you could easily just come pick this up. You got that AC is on right now.
Yes, yeah.
We can't even hear it.
Nope.
Whisper quiet.
Yes, sir.
Look at these
cool adjustable vents.
Oh, that's just. Come on, man.
Beautiful lighting, lid up top, excellent storage, built-in DVD player.
Yep.
This like sometimes it's the small things. This right here I love. They put a mirror in there so you can actually see. So when you reach in there, you can see what you're grabbing.
Oh. Look at that.
Isn't that nice?
I don't see where they stashed it.
Marine grade flooring. What are they stashing?
They're on the run from us, Ian.
Well, of course they are.
They're on the run from us. The competition is trying to sell you junk. But Camping World, we're here. We're going to bring them down. We're going to bring them down because they're trying to sell you the bad stuff when they know that we got the good stuff.
Absolutely.
We got the clean stuff.
That's right.
And we got
Speaking of clean, have you seen the beds?
No.
The beds.
Show me.
Very clean.
This
Take
is
a look
beautiful.
up front. Look what you got. Man, the entire thing. When you talk about Airstream, you think clean, and that is what we have, a very clean look. I mean, beautiful mattress up here. Look at this thing. Oh,
wow.
Look at that, brother. Pristine.
That is a thick memory foam mattress.
Boom.
In a used RV.
You got it.
Well, it is Airstream.
Yes, sir. Nice and bright. Windows all the way around in here. Hey, where'd you go? Hey, Hey, you in here? No? All right. Nice bathroom right over there. Hey, brother, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get as clean as this Airstream. Whoa! This thing is beautiful. I got the bench seat in here. I got the frosted glass. You got the signature porthole.
Yes, sir.
In the bathroom here that the Airstream has. The frosted glass. The bolts on the porthole. I mean, this is just, when you want opulence in a travel trailer,
oh,
you're gonna get it.
Bar none. Boom. Look at that.
Got your
drawer.
Microwave on the tray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The competition will give you garbage on the tray. We'll give you a microwave on the tray. That's why you don't go to the competition, because they're selling you bogus, bad. You don't know where it's been. It's not Camping World approved.
That's right.
But
That's
at Camping
right.
World, look at this. You got the oven on this one. You got the glass cover on the cooktop. Oh, wow.
And look how smooth. I like just how, again, you talk about clean. I mean, great design all the way around here.
Everything is just pristine with Airstreams.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly of that, when the used inventory, when somebody has a camper that they want to upgrade, they want to get something different, and they come to Camping World, we know that this is where memories were made. This
Absolutely.
RVs like this. Doesn't matter if it's a travel trailer, fifth wheel, motorhome. It could be anything, but we know that memories were made by loved ones in these units.
That's right.
And we want to pass that along, so we take care in making them look and operate as best as possible, because we know you want to make memories in them too. It might be your first RV, you might be trading up, trading down, whatever.
Yep.
We want you to have the best of the best, regardless of what it is. And that's why when I take a look at this right here, I just swell, man. This is
Yeah. And then the door on them.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head outside and take a look at the door.
Let's take a look at the door.
And my favorite thing about the door, it is thick, it is heavy, and this has history. I don't know if you know this, but Airstream's doors actually got the design from aerospace. They actually built the doors for some of the spacecraft, some of the space shuttles, and they brought that into their RV.
Dude, that goes along with just some of that great construction, that great history that Airstream is known for. Like, for example, when you said everything, when we saw this before, everything on the inside of that RV came through that door.
Yes, sir.
This shell was put together in the facility.
Yep.
Aluminum inside, aluminum outside, and then all that stuff was brought in through that door. That is, to me, just amazing.
Yeah.
How they're able to build these Airstreams.
And not only that, but when you look at serviceability, everything can come back out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what else needs to come back out?
What's that?
People need to come back out to Camping World.
Yes, sir.
Or go to campingworld.com, because we have more used inventory than anybody in the world. And we're just going to show you not only one, but we got two. And you might not have anything to tow, but what if you want to drive your RV? I think we need to go investigate.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be a good day.
Since 1966, Good Sam has been a resource for the travel and RV community, offering everything you need to have a good trip. From roadside assistance to extended service plans to insurance, Good Sam is here to protect you and your family wherever you travel. And when you travel with Good Sam, you'll experience more through our RV rental marketplace and our network of over 2,000 campgrounds. At Good Sam, we're connecting millions of travelers to each other and the products and services they need. Good Sam. Protect, travel, connect.
You know, when you were off taking a nap and we're supposed to be out investigating, I found myself a Thor Siesta.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, you found yourself, you did some good detective work on this one.
I did.
For the pick of the week, you got a 25-foot 24 SS.
Yes, sir. Full body paint on there. Woo! Absolutely stunning. Mercedes chassis. You know what that is right there?
What is that, Detective Baker?
That, my good friend, is a tankless water heater.
Get out of town.
You like to take long showers? This will let you do it. Need to make sure you scrub clean? This will let you do it.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know they had tankless heaters on Class B's motorhomes back in 18.
Pretty crazy, isn't
That
it?
is crazy.
When you were talking about 2018, this thing is top of the line.
This
and
is
so
top of the line.
It's that B plus range, right? It's not
Yeah.
quite a B, it's not quite a C. It's a little good mixture of both. It's a little bit narrower.
Right.
You look at about 7.5 feet instead of 8.
Right,
Makes it a little bit easier to drive, a little bit better fuel economy having the diesel on there.
Having that diesel, plus, you know, diesels will go forever. And if I'm not
Yes, sir.
mistaken, this one's got less than 8,000 miles on it.
Yes, which is incredible.
That is incredible for an 18.
Yeah. And one of the things I love, and I hear this so many times, is people are like, I never thought my first Mercedes would be an RV.
Right.
But it is, and
Yeah.
they love it. It drives so nice. You get the safety features on there.
Yep.
Side view cameras.
Oh.
We know how important it is.
We is.
To be able to have that vision.
Yes, because you got to know when those bad guys, those evil competition, they're trying to sneak up on you and give you a bad deal. You can see them now when you get your 2018 beautiful full body paint Siesta, so you can take a siesta.
That's right.
Let the music play on, play on, play on. Dude,
Keep going. Don't stop on my account.
This is beautiful. And for less than 8,000 miles.
Yeah.
And you could tell that not only from the outside, but the inside as well. Somebody took care of this one, and Camping World took care of it too, because
that's right.
Having more used inventory than anybody in the world, we got to be able to offer somebody, especially if they're looking for a motorhome like this, we got to be able to give them the best that we can give them.
Absolutely. And I just love the color scheme as well. I think they did a fantastic job. You can see, kind of the not quite full cab over, right? Really just signifying that B+ look that we've come to know and love.
Yeah, and it's got the nice aggressive aerodynamic profile. You won't get as much
Exactly.
wind resistance going down the road.
Makes
You
it
got
easy
storage.
to wash the windshield. You got your step right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you just want to look cool.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Oh, we
Ready?
got it. We got it.
Okay, you ready?
Bam! Nailed it.
Oh, got the look. Blue steel, baby.
Woo!
That's what you get with Camping World Vice.
That's right. 24SS. Outside TV.
Entertainment.
That's right, buddy.
Love that. Oh, frameless windows.
It's a big one too.
Tons of storage.
Absolutely. Storage abound all the way underneath. Just beautiful.
And we got the scissor arm awning too.
With
This-
an LED light on there.
This kind of reminds me of like a Class A style storage bin.
Yes.
The way the setup is, because I'm used
Exactly.
to like the top opening storage doors.
Yep.
On the C's and B's. Seeing this, that is. Let me tell you what, Thor might need to bring this back.
Right?
They might need to bring this back.
Even more impressive on the back, you get the full cap back here.
Oh, nice.
Plus
Molded.
5,000 pound hitch. Yeah, molded rear cap. I mean, just top of the line. Absolutely phenomenal.
You got the LP Quick Connect. You got remotes falling out of cavities. This is absolutely beautiful. Well,
Yes, sir.
The outside has me impressed.
Yeah.
But what did your detective work tell you about what's on the inside of this 24SS?
Well, my man, let's go find out.
Let's go check it.
Whoo, baby. Yes.
I got to tell you. I rarely get blown away by used RVs. This is absolutely beautiful. The glaze on these maple, what is this, like oak, cherry? What
think
what
it's
is
cherry.
It? Cherry?
Yes,
wow.
sir.
Plus you got that brushed, was it oiled bronze pull handles on there?
I think it's brushed nickel.
Brushed nickel?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll go
Yes,
with
sir.
that. Let me put these back on so I can see. Oh, now I can see better. Solid surface. Got the stainless steel bowl sink with the sprayer.
Yep. Induction cooktop, my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See, now I like this because they're so much easier to clean.
Absolutely.
And in my opinion, they heat up a little bit quicker than the propane does.
And also cools down quicker.
Yeah.
If you got little ones, you don't have to worry about it. After a few seconds, it cools down. You can put your hand right on there.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic.
Tons of storage space.
Yes, sir.
Plus you got the
Storage
decorative. Yeah, you got the decorative flooring. Okay, now I like this. They have gone away. Oh, you got the little,
Check that out.
the additional footrest.
You want to
Make
hang
a little
out?
chaise lounge. There we go. Okay.
Didn't lock that in
The
place.
dream done that.
Yep.
That's okay.
Check that out, huh?
Oh, this is.
Watching TV, hanging out right here.
Oh, you got the TV up in the swivel for the bunk over cab. That looks like a 54 by 76.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. 54 by 76. So that'll fit 2 adults.
And
Plus
then
you
you
got the charging.
Got the skylight right above you. Take a look at that thing, huh?
Oh, man. Oh, and it's full open too.
Yes, sir.
See, this is why you might not be in the market for a new RV, but let me tell you, if you're in the market for an RV and you've been thinking, we want to dip our toe in the water, let's go get something used.
Absolutely.
We want to sink a little bit. We want to make an investment. We know we're going to use it, but we want something nice. Let me tell you, man, it's going to be hard to beat the deals you're going to find down here, because this is here. This unit is here in Florida.
Absolutely.
You know,
That's-
the Camping World Vice. We detected it and we found it for you.
That's what makes it the pick of the week.
The pick of the week.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I like
and
that.
I got to tell you, man, this is a great pick. Dash looks good. You got the leather captain's chairs, the wood grain inlay.
And again, the fact it's under 8,000 miles on here is mind-boggling.
Dude, to me, that's new.
Oh, it is.
I had over 8,000 miles like in the first
look at
month of my truck. I mean, this is ridiculous.
It's absolutely pristine, gorgeous, perfect for the couple, like you say, wants to get out there.
Oh, look at that.
Get on in
Got
there.
the high-rise
Get on
porcelain
in
bowl.
there.
Got the glass sliding shower. Let's see, the 24 by 36 in here. Oh, yeah. Detective Young can easily fit in here, even with my bouffant. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Well, my man, I think we did some pretty good detective work this round. Some good picks of the week. I think that pretty much wraps it up. What do you think?
Oh, I think that absolutely wraps it up. I think it's time to close the case on the perfect picks of the week here at the Ultimate RV Expo.
Case
closed.
Oh my gosh, we're here. Beautiful Florida, Tampa, enjoying the sunshine. Where did they get those outfits?
Okay, but let me talk about the wig. Postpartum hair loss. I'm losing a little bit, the little receding hairline. I need that. Boys, bring that wig over to me.
I'm not sure we would have noticed that, but since you mentioned it, that is a interesting first impression.
I see what you did there. 'Cause we're sliding right into the first impression.
And what are we looking at?
The Ahara. I know you got some things to say about it.
Let me tell you something. I've spent most of the day inside the Ahara because there are so many amenities when it comes to beauty and the first impression. That's what this RV show is all about. You don't have to worry about being outside, being in the dust, paying for parking. You get a chance to shop from home, and we're going to show you inside and out everything the Ahara has to offer.
I know Trisha's going to be so excited about it. It's absolutely beautiful, modern, and just so gorgeous. Let's take a look at that with them.
Trish, take it away.
Oh, guys, when I tell you that I am so excited for this first impression, we first saw the Ahara East-West in Indiana, and I'm so... Where?
My plantar flappyitis. Oh. Hey, boo.
First of all, just real quick, we're about to hit the Ahara.
Yes.
Did you get hair and makeup? Because they did not offer me hair and makeup. You had a wardrobe change. You had a sweet wig.
Uh-huh. It was actually my grandmama's that she would wear to church on the first Sunday in the Springs. And that's,
You just, You just talk RV. This one.
Yes.
I'm gonna fight you in the streets.
Well, you know, my son asked me before we left, he said, Dad, I want to know what it feels like to be married. And I said, all right, go. Okay, I'll tell you what, just leave me alone. And then when he did, I yelled at him for ignoring me.
Show me the RV.
We got a first impression of the all-new East to West Ahara. This is the 365 RV. Now, do you remember back in the fall?
Y'all.
When you saw this beauty?
Yes, and I screamed. I absolutely, everything East West does is just thought through.
It is.
In first class.
It is.
This was, to me, groundbreaking.
You know what? That's what they were aiming for, because with East to West, it's all about innovation. They wanted to give you something that had, you know, much more luxury, much more style, many more appointments than what you even get in luxury fifth wheels these days. Well, wider frame. This thing's 101 inches. Wider slides. Wider axles, wider kitchen islands, wider windows.
Wow.
So to say she's a little bit thick.
She's not thick, honey, she's just full figured. Big boned.
Love it.
And I love a big bone girl.
Yes, and this one is all about, let me just take a look. Look at those giant windows, the giant slides.
Even the decal, how they did the decals is chic. I mean, that's what I think is super cool. When you actually get on the outside and look at all the attention to detail.
All the appointments of a full profile fifth wheel thing. You know what some manufacturers miss? They didn't include it in there. You still get great things like the enclosed underbelly, the 7,000-pound axles, the 6-point electronic leveling.
Sure.
You get a pass-through storage.
Look at this pass-through.
I like to call this the beefcake storage.
Hey, he's 6 foot, so we know he's gonna fit in that pass-through.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the space that you got in there. And with it being full-figured.
And it full-bodied. She is big boned, and we like that she's got room to move.
Yes, she does. And room to fit. Big Dog, how you feel in there? Is that comfortable?
Oh, dude, this is fine. No, you'd be shocked. Plenty of room, that drop frame, man. It just Adds a ton of space.
It's
so much
lighting,
space.
and I love these finished floors without carpet, so nothing's gonna get torn, snagged, caught.
Finished off and heated. Plus, right there, you see that aluminum superstructure
Yep.
this thing is built on, and like Ian said, the drop frame, which gives you more storage and more headroom up here in the front cap as well.
I cannot wait to get in this beauty. Wait,
So,
wait.
More storage under there. Our battery box,
Wow.
our fifth wheel hitch. You got that full molded end cap. I mean, look at the clearance that you have in there and the space that you have in there. 101 inches wide with enough space in the pass through that the big
Ian.
dog can fall asleep.
I
But you
can't
gotta-
wait.
So they did make some adjustments.
Okay,
to
I
the
can't wait
365.
from when we saw it.
So when you saw it, yes, they actually took some of your advice.
They did?
Yeah.
I can't wait to find it because you know I loved this one. What?
Right.
What?
Right.
Here's-
Look at the color. Look at the appointments. Tell me
Here's
you
what
think.
listen. Here's what y'all need to know about the team at Ahara, East West. The Ahara is designed by women because guess what, men? Who co-signs half your purchase? Hey, what? So when we get inside, that's right. So when we get in something, we gotta go, wait a second, does this make sense for me? And when I can see residential full-size fridge freezer,
Yes.
what? Full pantry. Ah! Mother trucker, I hate a lizard. They know that about me. Sons and monkeys' butts.
What?
I don't like a lizard, Chris Young.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had
Listen.
lizard boots in Fort Worth the other week. You were okay with those?
Because it's not on the loose and on the move, even though I don't eat animals.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
Look at that Furious
I'm having to
16
recover. I hate a
cubic foot
lizard.
fridge. Look at this thing.
Look at.
What? What's wrong, baby?
You're in so much trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look what's in there.
I see plenty of space. I see adjustable shelves. I see drawers. I see a full-size residential freezer that is frost-free, LED backlit. I don't know what you. I don't know what. You know.
I'll tell you, I moved all the way to here because I want no part of a dang lizard.
How about 8 feet of
This-
countertop space here?
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is so. Here's what I love. Gorgeous island.
Extra wide. This is the biggest island you're going to get in an RV.
Without question, look at the sink. I love that you've got the drain system right on top. You can just lay it right on top to drain.
The drying rack. Love it.
Absolutely gorgeous drying rack. Great use of space underneath. And this is what I asked for in Indiana, and I want to see if they gave it to me because it.
They did.
I asked small attention to detail trash because there's nothing worse than getting something this gorgeous, this luxurious, this chic, and not having a place to put your trash. You
Yes.
don't want to walk around a trash can. So well done, East West. Great gas. Love the backsplash
Yes.
all the way
Full
up.
all the way up.
The wall.
Yep. Which
Kudos.
means not only attention to detail, but custom built for the Ahara, which makes this your custom built vacation home. You got the wood inlay up here, decorative, multi-tiered
Gorgeous.
with LED light, residential style sconces, 3 ACs in this beauty.
No, sir.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
and that is also a level of luxury because you're looking at this and I go, you've got the profile to the ceiling, you've got the height, so this feels so much bigger.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And then
Well,
I'm looking here at all this countertop space, Chris.
Yeah.
Realizing, can I
Yeah,
actually-
absolutely. Yeah. Because you
Y'all.
got to have entertainment.
I get very nerdy like James Bond style. Telescoping TV. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth?
How about that 50-inch LED just coming up out of the countertop? So if you want to watch what's outside or if you want to watch TV, you got it there. All your entertainment is behind the tempered
Fireplace.
glass and the 40-inch fireplace.
Y'all, that's what you call luxury, and I'm gonna say baller. Baller means
Yes.
bougie.
Yes,
Where
absolutely.
people come over and they're like, "Did she just have a TV come out of her countertop?" I did. Let me move my crudité.
You got a 78-inch
This
easy out hide to bed sofa rack. Look at the space that's on this
Built-in
couch.
end tables.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, really, it's the attention to detail. I'll say it again that East West does.
Yes.
That's thought through, functional, and I'm not gonna lie, but it's female design for a reason.
It is. It absolutely is.
You've
and you
got
got
your-
the beveled arched angle here.
So you're not going to pop your head when you're getting up.
Right.
Thought through again. USBs, plugs to plug in your devices. Or if you want to put a darling little lamp here, if you like that at night. Everything is thought through.
What do you think about the 2-tiered side skirting here on the balances? Do you like that?
Look, I'm never a fan of the box balance.
Okay.
I'm not. I like an unobstructed window. But what I do like is that it has the very finished off look to mimic the line of everything else. So I say go for it.
Okay. I am a fan of that because to
Why
me,
is that?
So to me, I look at it and I see, well, first off, thought through with design because everything matches.
Love it. Yeah, they did a great job
They
on
did
the
a good
balance
job
casings here too.
And it kind of makes it to me just appear like it's a little bit more pristine. There's a little bit more luxury and flow with what's going on around the windows. I'm not seeing the seams.
For me, I always love just expanse. So as much as you can give me view,
Yes.
and I know it's not obstructing, it is just a minor look. It's literally
a minor thing. Yeah.
The Ahara is done so well that we joke that I have to nitpick, and I am trying to find. It's hard to find things wrong in something this beautiful.
It is. I mean, you got 60-inch wide windows on this. Look, we
it's-
see the whole entire team.
We
out
do.
there. Look at
Everybody's
them.
outside.
Tiff with
Tiff's
the
got
baby.
the baby.
Ian. There's Mel. There's Evan. There's Brett. There's Sean.
It's like romper room out there.
It is.
I can't wait to see. I asked for a big change in the bathroom.
Yes. So I was saving it because one of the biggest points about this 365 is one of the changes you asked for. What do you think it is?
A double vanity in the bathroom.
This 365 RL has a double vanity in the bathroom.
They did it! Oh, baby! Okay, do you see what I'm talking about? Bougie meets baller. Look how cool. Look how cool.
Yes.
You have all this space, all this cabinetry. Ah! Mother!
What you got over there, Trish? You got a little friend? Is it just a little
At
friend?
the end of the day,
Just a
they
little
can
buddy?
any minute they're baby
buddy?
dragons waiting to breathe fire.
Just a little buddy? What
I'll
was
be
that
the
about,
only one that avoids the fire.
What was it about men? What was
I
that
don't know.
again? Was
I'm
it-
going to take a moment of zen and
Yes.
put Florida, because we have
Yes.
had a ball while we've been here.
Yes, we have. Beautiful weather, beautiful people.
Florida
This whole
on the
region
map.
has been great.
Florida's on the map.
Look at that shower.
Look, and
Yes.
look. I mean, honestly, the amount of room, the space, it's so airy. It's a gorgeous handheld. Again, attention to detail, black matte features throughout.
Yes.
Love a black matte fixture.
And not multicolored. You got the same color on the shelves all the way throughout with the doors, and the pulls are the same.
That's
So
right.
I remember you made that one mention about the one luxury we were in. There was like 6 colors. It
Yeah,
just didn't
it's a
match.
lot.
I flowed with it. I dig it, and the fact that the sinks here are undermounted.
Undermount. Thank you for
So there's
understanding.
no seal.
Yes.
Yeah, easier to clean. You don't get that rotted seal around the top of it.
And again, it's just that finished attention to detail that lets you know you're in a different level.
Absolutely beautiful. Come in here. We got the king size bed nestled in its own slide.
And you don't
raised
miss
up.
this pass through to the bathroom
No, ma'am.
because you gained all that.
Yep, you got additional space. Well, the double vanity, to me, I do like my separation of space, but for that level of luxury and having a double vanity, I will sacrifice the pass.
Same. I agree with you. I do love the convenience of being able to have your own bathroom, but at the same time, if you're giving me that, I say thank you so much.
Yes. Well, this is a couple's coach. You're looking at 37 feet 4 inches, 12,345 pounds, sleeps 3, maybe 4.
I'm climbing up.
63-gallon fresh tank, 90-gallon gray tank, 45-gallon black tank, and how about the upgraded mattress on here as
This
well?
is such a comfortable mattress.
Serta.
It's a Serta sleeper,
It's
isn't
a
it?
Serta Blue.
I'm telling y'all.
Now, is this enough space
For me,
what you got up in there?
For my things. Okay.
Where's Jace gonna put it?
Honey, he can tuck in a drawer. He's very efficient. Is that my fridge? Oh, washer dryer
yes,
prep?
washer dryer prep.
Okay, y'all. That's another level of luxury. Am I right? When
It
you
is.
can have
Perfect.
your home on the road
Yep.
and you have every level of convenience that makes you feel like I can go anywhere, I can do anything. That to me is what you're paying for. That's
Yep.
what it's all about. 866-853-3510. If you are sitting there going, how do we get that?
How do we get the Sahara? Easy. The best part about it is, with over 40,000 RVs on the lots right now, if you want something like this, you can come get it right now. You go to a show, you're gonna be walking out with an order form.
Those aren't chic.
Those aren't chic, and they're not designer.
They're not designer.
And you don't know what you're gonna get in 8 months when you finally pick that thing up either.
It could be there could be no double bathrooms left. They'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. So you're going to want to make that happen. I want one. I want the Ahara.
I think this one's mine, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, but while we work that out, let's see what's going on back in the stage. Guys, what did you think of the brand new East to West Sahara 365 RL?
What, are you kidding?
Oh my God.
It's gorgeous. so much time in that unit. I was looking at the TV, popping up. Everything was absolutely beautiful. Getting those first impressions. We had our pick of the week before that. All the units with Cherokee and everything that we saw over the last couple of days. Truly remarkable. And we're not slowing down.
Oh, absolutely not, Sean. We have plenty more places to go and so much inventory in stock. And like I keep telling everyone, the best part about it is you can pick it up today. Everyone wants to go out, they want to start camping. Why wait 5-6 months? You can do it now.
You know, whether it's Fort Worth or here in beautiful Tampa, Florida under the sunshine, Tiff, I know you're having a great time and looking at different units because you've got a bigger family now.
We do, and I think today was honestly one of my favorite days. There were so many units that the layouts just made sense, from the wolf packs to the Hara, even like the wolf pups in the beginning. There's just so many different.
A lot of wolf.
Yeah, there was a lot of wolf.
I'm waiting for somebody to call one the gate.
I know you were practicing the rest of the day.
I've got a really important question before we wrap out day 2, because it's been on everyone's minds. I mean, it's been on Twitter all day, so I feel like we should hit it.
Yes.
Ian, can we just double check that you're in fact?
Let's get it. I got faith.
Let's measure it.
I got faith.
I
got faith. Hang on. Hang on, I got you.
Oh, well.
Hey, do we go
Come on.
of this hair?
Come on. Give it to him.
By the bang, from the bangs up, we've got 6 feet, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, 6 feet is good as gold.
From bang.
Thank you.
It's a solid 6 foot with a bang.
I'll tell you what.
See?
Tampa, you did not disappoint, and we are not done yet. We are going to keep this thing rolling. The deals continue, by the way. They don't stop just because we're wrapping here. They go all weekend long.
And don't forget, this weekend during the Ultimate RV Expo, $2,500 off any brand new 22 travel trailer, $5,000 off any brand new 22 fifth wheel or motorhome. This weekend, come get yours because we have them in stock. Everybody else doesn't.
Hey, you guys ready to hit the road?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Yes.
All right, our next stop, Salt Lake. We're coming to you. Can't wait. But Tampa, thank you so much for everything. We can't wait to see you at your local Camping World. Thanks so much for being with us.
Bye. Bye, y'all. How much fun. Are we going for tacos? Oh.